Doctor?
This guy's got the West Side projects locked up. He's tied to maybe a dozen murders. He's completely off the radar.
Doctor?
Time it is, man.
It's 7 o'clock on the dot. I need a crack rock on the spot.
That once again, sipping hand, makes me fix it down. That once again, sipping hand, makes me fix it down. That once again, sipping hand, makes me fix it down. Bitches in, couple lady friends, counting Benjamin. That once again, sipping hand, makes me fix it down. That once again, sipping hand, makes me fix it down. That once again, sipping hand, makes me fix it down. Bitches in, couple lady friends, counting Benjamin.
Doctor?
Couple lady friends counting Benjamin, Benjamin. Bitches in, couple lady friends counting Benjamin, Benjamin. Bitches in, couple lady friends counting Benjamin, Benjamin. Bitches in, couple lady friends counting Benjamin. That once again, sipping hand makes me fix it down. That once again, sipping hand makes me fix it down. That once again, sipping hand makes me fix it down. Bitches in, couple lady friends counting Benjamin. That once again, sipping hand makes me fix it down. That once again, sipping hand makes me fix it down. That once again, sipping hand makes me fix it down. Bitches in, couple lady friends counting Benjamin.
A yeet nigga couldn't try me in a tri-state. Buddy pass, bet I get him splashed till he hydrated. Bounce out, know he spook town, eyes dilated. I got the money and the power, both gyrating. I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Look good, but she don't got no ties. I walked in, walked out with the side. If man don't let me know what the plan. What the fuck, I got hits, I got ducks, I got new paper cuts, I got friends, I got foes, but they all sitting ducks. It is turf, and you crack it, double back like a deluxe. I feel good, get the fuck out my face. Fuck out my face. Fuck out my face. Fuck out my face. try me in.
Hey, Mr. DJ.
Got millions out there rap shit, they hate a bitch when they stole the boat. That back end, never back in, come fuck with my stole the show. To run up on that bitch, she a head case, all she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out of parachute. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just third you. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just parachute. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just third you. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just parachute. Curbing, no curbing, my shit is layers, ho. Say they get money, but I can't tell, ho. Keep running circles around these snail, ho. And my shit pumping up in the jail. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just third you. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just parachute. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just third you. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just parachute. Stomp a little pussy, ho, get some shell talk. Slapping rap bitches and making bail, ho. Two-tone Cartier, man, nails, ho. No competition, these bitches stale. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just third you. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just parachute. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just third you. I'm geeked on exit, got no more beaches, I might just parachute. Curbing, no curbing, my shit is layers, ho.
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police! Help!
And it's a street nigga holiday. My nigga DJ holiday. Yeah. Bricks. All white bricks. All white bricks. White tan bricks. Just hit a lick for 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a bitch with all these bricks. Bricks. All white bricks. All white bricks. White tan bricks. Just hit a lick for 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a bitch with all these bricks. Bricks. All white bricks. All white bricks. White tan bricks. Just hit a lick for 50 more bricks. Ballin' like a bitch with all these bricks. Bricks. 36 zips. That's a whole chick. Born a bad bitch. Gotta have bricks. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I make hits, but I still take. So I can see, yo, I'm a fool with the snow. They think I'm putting BBS jewels in the coke. I watch a cool 100 paint job a cold 20. And after this, flip them quit the drop cold turkey. Psych, the pack in and I'm working. Drought season in Georgia as the whole 30. But right now, you can get it for a low number. This bitch scale white, same color, mile. Cockroaches. Motherfucking freelance. Gotta die, motherfucker, man. You know? Come on, it's the cartel, niggas.
DuctTapes.
Yo, can we get a mic check in the house, in the building? Shout out to everybody. Big up yourself, large up yourself, dog. Big up. But can we get a mic check, please? Let's get a one if you could hear me. You see, show so to the psychic, aka Miss Cleo, aka a Drizzy in the hizzy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you for the mic check. Show so to the LA project, DJ LA for the mic check. Show so to Tootie. Show so to my girl Tootie. I gotta get Tootie her wrench in the building. We got Barbs in the house holding it down, timing people out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Putting the tool on them. Show so to HTB. Show so to Jersey. We gotta get Jersey his motherfucking emoji. I ain't even gonna hold you. Jersey been pulling up, representing. Big up yourself, large up yourself, Jersey. Big up to Truth and big up to Nexus. Let's call him Nexus. Big up yourself. Show so to the mic checkers. Let me scroll up to the top. Big up everybody so we could get into the show and talk about is your designer knockoff? Did you buy it from Canal Street in NYC? We're trying to figure out if you buy your designer from Canal Street. And even if you buy it from Canal Street, I'm looking at you crazy because it seems like the designers, they bought it from the real Canal Street. You know what I mean? And show so to most faded, most underrated. I forgot to tell you I'm no longer an untouchable, but I'm still untouchable. Well, you know what I'm saying? The gal them could touch me though, you know what I'm saying? Big up to but I got a girlfriend, so let me not say that. but big up to Bronze. Show so to Bronze. As a matter of fact, let me scroll to the top and big everybody up in the motherfucking building. Okay. Let me big everybody up in the house. I'm scrolling up to the motherfucking top. Keel's crying. I know Keel's. Yeah, I'm saying, don't cry. We're gonna be all right, man. We're gonna be all right. You got your designer from Canal Street. I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you too harshly. If you let me bring my chair down. Or do I gotta bring my thing up? I'm not judging you too harshly if you get I'm not judging you too harshly if you got your shit straight from Canal. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get their shit from Canal Street. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? No judgment to you. You know what I'm saying? You still, you know what I mean? You still that dude. You know what I mean? Big up to you. Let me see what we're gonna do. Let me see what we got. All right, let me big up everybody in the house, right? In the building, we got Barbs in the motherfucking house. Big up yourself, Barbs. Large up your motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in the building? We got Sell You Motherfucking Light in the house. And let me put my banner up. I'll be forgetting to put the banner just in case anybody new and they don't know our information. You know what I'm saying? It's right up there. Who else we got in the house? I'm trying to big everybody up. We got Keels in the motherfucking building wreaking havoc in these YouTube streets. We got Jersey Wills is in the building. You heard me, Jersey. We got my boy straight out of the Trill State. We got Young Trilly, aka D, the motherfucking degenerate. We got Big Giz, Big Gizmo, the Brody in the motherfucking building. We got Barbs in the motherfucking house. We got most hated, most faded, most underrated in the motherfucking building. Bronze, motherfucking flat paw. We got my girl Nikki with the motherfucking eye patch below, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, holding it down for me in these YouTube streets. Shouts out to who else we got in the building? I'm scrolling through. I'm trying to big you up. I'm trying to large you up. We got Smitty in the house. He said he been trying to. We're going to check that out later. Big up yourself. Smitty, large up your motherfucking self. Who else we got in the building? We got the LA project in the motherfucking house. Big up yourself, young lady. Large up. We got FBA Cali in the building. You know what I'm saying? Large up yourself. I think we said Cellulite, but big up Cellulite again. You know what I'm saying? Large up yourself. Salute to you. Big up my dogs. Who else we got? We got HTB in the building. We got Nexus in the house. We got Today in the motherfucking building. Today is my new friend. I got to big up. You know what I'm saying? Big up to Today. Who else we got? Well, Tootie. I just like saying Today. You know what I'm saying? We got What Now in the building. Big up yourself, What Now. Large up yourself. Who else we got in the building? Who else? Who else? And I hope y'all was enjoying the convo earlier. I've been trying to visit other people on YouTube. Shout out to Missy T. Appreciate you for coming through earlier. Appreciate you for always supporting the channel too. Definitely appreciate you. We got Robert Platinum was holding it down in the chat earlier. Big up yourself, large up yourself, Robert, in the building. You know what I'm saying? And we scrolling through who else we got. Who else we got? We got Wind Chime holding it down in the motherfucking house. We got Ella Unk Man in the building. Welcome back, Unk Man. You know what I'm saying? Next week I'm about to do a wrench purge. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do a wrench purge because people been complaining about different pages, timing them out. And I'm like, damn, who's these pages? So apparently I've been infiltrated and I got to remove some. I got to do a wrench purge. Shout out to my boy Taylor Bell. You know what I'm saying? But what I'll do with a wrench purge, when people come, if I forget you with a wrench, whenever you come in the chat, just be like, yo, where's my wrench? And I'll hook you back up. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in the motherfucking building? Big up Rob Bizzle with a new channel, Mind Chaos Brew. You know what I'm saying? TM, I think is trademark and is marked and ready for trade. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to T Dubs. Big up all the dubs, them in the motherfucking house. Shouts out to Red Lipstick in the place. You know what I'm saying? Big up my girl B, motherfucking love in the Bill Dizzle. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to you, B Love. Appreciate you for joining. Shouts out to my boy Romelo in the motherfucking building. Wreaking havoc in these YouTube streets. We got the Wireless Wake Up Show. Sharon Bracey said they were saying some BS. It was a lot of BS being said, Sharon. A lot of audacity. A lot of people saying. A lot of people too comfortable coloring close to the racial lines. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm a mature adult now. I'm not easily triggered. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in the place? We got Drobo Not in the place. Big up yourself, large up yourself, dog. We got Drobo in the house. Who else we got in the building? I want to shout out most hated, most underrated bronze motherfucking Flat Power. He said untouchable nigga. Well, I'm not an untouchable no more, but a lot of people that I fucks with are untouchables and they are in the chat. So, you know, big up to them. Big up to the untouchables in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Large up your motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big up. You know what I mean? And that's Bronze being a member for 15 motherfucking months. Let's go.
Money counting ding. Money counting ding. Money counting ding. Money counting ding. It's so exciting.
Appreciate you, Brody. Appreciate you. And shout out to Bron for always sharing me when I'm motherfucking live. A lot of new people be coming through and shit. Appreciate you, Brody. We also got the LA Projects, but she's not from the LA Project with the 999. Let's go. She said, let's start this thing off right. Let's get it.
Make him some money. Oh, I wanted to make him some money.
Money counting ding. Money counting ding. Money counting ding.
Where's my money? It's right here.
I appreciate you, young lady. Appreciate you. And today we got to talk about some shit, man. We got to talk about this flex culture. We got to talk about the flex culture. We got to talk about the consumer culture. Motherfuckers is so proud to be consumers. Most of the time I hear somebody flexing, they not flexing about when they get a deal. You know what I'm saying? Let's say, all right, boom. A nigga would come and tell you, yo, my jeans cost 2 racks. But a nigga won't tell you if he got it 50% off. It's like, damn, we don't brag when we get a deal, when we get a bargain. We brag when we overprice. A nigga would brag about going to the club and buying bottles. But you never heard a nigga brag about going to the liquor store and getting the bottles for like half price. Nigga. So it seems like we brag about getting cheated out of our bread, and it's weird to me. It's like we brag about being customers. It goes so far, and I'm not condoning drug sales of narcotics and illegal substances, but it goes so far that a lot of the rappers today, back in the days, a lot of rappers rap about hustling and getting to the money. But today, a lot of rappers is rapping about being fiends, being consumers, being fucking crackheads. This is what they rap about. Everybody's proud to be a consumer. Everybody's proud to be a sucker. Nobody is proud to be a creator, a producer, none of that shit. We just want to be fucked with. We want to be robbed. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass. By the way, what I'm sipping right here is not to be discussed. You know what I'm saying? What I'm sipping is not to be discussed. But I am disgusted by consumer culture. I don't like it when people, especially a lot of poor people, and I get it, and this applies to a lot of black people, but it's not exclusively black people. I want to say it's a class thing because I got homies that is Mexicans, I got homies that is white, I got different races of people. But what I notice, a lot of the people who's below a certain bracket is the main ones flexing and the main ones proud to be consumers. And I think it's because we got some sort of insecurity about being poor. So we try to overcompensate by buying outlandish shit to make ourselves feel better or to make ourselves look better to other people. I don't know what the fuck it is, but I'm just letting you know that consumer culture shit, that should have you looking, that should make you into a customer, and it's like counterproductive, especially if you're an established, especially if you from a disenfranchised community. That's not what's up. You know what I'm saying? I want to show so to Bandit Romello holding it up. He said, put some money on the wood. Pause. 5 is fine, but 10 will make the hey, show so to Romello on that bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Make him some money. Oh, I wanted to make him some money. See?
Don't be blowing me up, nigga. I ain't getting up. Ain't no use to you ringing my line. Stop wasting my time.
And the bandits, one of the most biggest bandits.
Romello is definitely the one of the most biggest bandits. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all underestimate that guy. That guy is trouble. He must be stopped. This guy, you know what I'm saying? Shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. A lot of people, and don't get me wrong, look at this, right? When you go to the gas station, the nigga who owned the gas station look like he got dressed at Walmart or what you call the place, Goodwill. He looked like he's dressed from Walmart or Goodwill. And he owned the gas station. And show so to the big dog Free the Green in the motherfucking house. The nigga who owned the gas, right now I know a nigga around my way. Well, he's not a nigga. He's of Arabian persuasion, right? The nigga owned the nigga owns several gas stations, but he works at one of them. His family owns several gas stations. They own the telly, you know what I'm saying? And they own, is the liquor shop or the smoke shop? One or two, the two. They next to each other. I don't think they own both of them, right? But how this nigga dress, you won't think he's the owner. You would just think he's the worker. But then you're going to find a nigga going in there to buy 1 pack of Swisher. Dripping in designer. Well, we're going to talk about that later. Dripping in designer, buying 1 Swisher. You know what I'm saying? While this man owned he got infinite Swishers. And he's not worried about that because you know what? He don't got nothing to prove. He don't got to overcompensate. You know what I'm saying? He flex by sending his family on vacation. That's how he flex. He flex by putting his kids through good school. That's how he flex. But we as black people, we gotta impress other poor people. You think a rich person is impressed by a nigga in a fucking Gucci suit from head to toe? That shit just, you just look like a clown. As a matter of fact, a lot of the brands with the big logos on it is the cheaper versions of the brand. You know what I'm saying? With a gas station or a hotel. That's what I'm saying. I would stay with the gas station or the hotel. I'm not with all of that other shit. But this is what I'm saying, man. We got too much of a flex culture. So now I hope y'all know that China exposed some of that. You know what I'm saying? China was like, look, man. And it all started with this tariff stuff with Trump and China, right? Anybody care to shed some light on this, on the tariff stuff? Feel free to hit the link. Let me see. Did I post the link? I was in a hurry. We was over there at Rob Bizzle. Well, not Rob Bizzle. We was over there at Cellulite Podcast. We was over there at Cell's channel. It was a good show. It was wonderful. I was in and out, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate Cell letting us well, I was listening the whole time, but I was in and out of the stream. And I do appreciate Cell for letting the other content creators rock. That was love. That was love. He said reset your goal. What you mean reset the goal? Let me see. Let me post this link and pin it just in case it's not pinned. I'm gonna. Oh, that's why. That's why. I'm in my wrong account. I'm in my wrong account. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna post this. Oh, the link is already pinned. My bad. My bad. All right. And I want to go ahead and pull up this video, right? You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all don't fucks with Nino Brung, but Nino Brung is just an entertaining dude. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with Nino Brung. And Nino, the Brody Nino, our Nino Nation too. Shouts out to Nino Nation, right? Let me pull up Nino Brung though. Nino Brung. You know what? I think I already had copied and pasted the link too, just to make it faster. There we go. And let me pull up this shit with the China shit. And I think I heard somebody in the back. I'm about to bring you up. I just want to pull up the China stuff. You know what? Let me just search it. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. And let me let up somebody. We got somebody in the back. Let me see who this is. Okay. Let me see who we got in the back. There we go.
Police! 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 Help! Police!
We got Mr. Smitty, Mr. Seven himself is in the motherfucking building. What's good, man? It's the word. Oh, I think you muted.
Yeah, nah, you good. Nah, I just want to let you know I'm streaming.
Oh, you simul? Oh, yeah. Good.
Yeah. Just I just it's out of respect. I'm just letting you know, bro. Yeah.
All right. And anybody feel free to simulcast also. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like the simulcast thing too. You know what I mean?
You don't get it kind of spreads it better. That's all. It just helps spread it, bro. Like real shit.
We all in the same YouTube village anyway. So
exactly. I mean, real shit, bro. Like, why not, bro? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, send it over. So yeah, go ahead, rock out. I digress. My mic is muted. I got my pad.
You heard about the China. As a matter of fact, let me pull it up first. And then let's get your take on it.
Show me what you're talking about.
First we got China exposing luxury brands, and they also exposing the jewelry. I want to show how they exposing the fake jewelry and luxury brand. But before we do that, let's let up one of the Brodies to the stage.
Police! 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 Help! Police!
We got Nexus in the building.
Good day, brethren. How are you?
Salute, bro. Chilling. I had a good day.
Good.
Sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Was able to stream today and catch some sunlight. It was a good day. You know what I mean?
Already. It's good to hear.
How everything on your end? How you and the family? You know what I'm saying? Tequila not abusing you. We don't gotta call the people. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Blink twice if it's a hostage situation. You know? You send reinforcements.
no, she's as beautiful as she is on the outside as inside, man. I can't complain. I'm blessed.
That's good. What y'all think about this flex culture, this consumer culture? I had a little monologue just now. I'm kind of passionate about that shit because I seen a lot of people that ain't had it, and they ran themselves in depth flexing. You know what I'm saying? And that shit is sad to see. I'm talking about people with kids. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Speak on it if you can. You know what I mean?
Give me a little more detail. Truth, you want to go first?
I mean, like,
yeah. Give me a little more detail. Like, what's going on?
I'm talking about how like a lot of poorer people who's like not of means, usually be the main people involved in the flex culture. When you go to a club and people buying overpriced drinks is not like,
man.
you know what I'm saying? Is a lot of poor people do that shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's an overcompensation, yeah, but it's like, what I want to know what other take y'all might have on it. The only thing I could think of it as is like you overcompensating because you feel insecure about being poor. You know what I mean?
All right, so all right, so I'm gonna start off with this small take. I'll try my best to keep it in a nutshell because I got a beautiful story about that in real life about my actual blood cousin. All right, so one, right? What I've recognized is that when I was growing up, you know, I've said before, I was spoiled growing up, and I think people really got that twisted when I say spoiled. I make it clear all the time. Like I even gave stories about how I remember like a couple years, like just like 2 or 3 years in elementary school. My back to school clothes was from the thrift store. My point in saying, yeah. My point in saying that is, but my parents got me the flyest jumps out there, right? You know what I mean? But like my point is, I was spoiled in love, not things. And I was one of them kids who my parents, what's up, mama? What's up, baby? And my parents were the type, they spoiled me in love. So like my friends that had all the best snacks, all of the video games, all of the toys, I recognized that from the style and clothes and everything, they didn't have what I had when it came to like really being nourished. So that's the compensation that you're talking about, the flex. And now this is the true story. So I got a cousin, and I remember we was at a cookout, and my cousin girlfriend came to the cookout, right? And she was like, and so I'm just kind of talking to her, you know, you just talk to people, right? We like very close family. So like she got to telling me, she said, "Can I ask you a question?" I said, "What?" She said, "Why your cousin do that to me?" I said, "What? What'd he do?" She said, "I met him in the club." She painted the whole picture. "I met him in the club. He was so fly." I mean, and mind you, my cousin always had the baddest car. But, you know, I was always curious why we ain't never go to his place. Yeah, let's get to it. So she like, why this man in the club, he got the freshest outfit. He got a brand new Benz, which we all know. Cousin stayed with that. He stayed with a fresh Jagger Benz, right? She said, I went back to his apartment, and he had an air mattress and a TV dinner table with a laptop that was the TV, and he had like Fire Stick or something on a laptop. And she's like, so to bring up what you saying, and I said, I believe we are trying to compensate in value, not insecurity. When we don't have certain things, and I'm landing it right here, when we don't have certain things, we will try to compensate in value because nobody wants to be looked at as nothing. So if I don't have maybe this or that, I can at least compensate by being the flyest, freshest person on the scene. That's the least I can do. And I don't even knock it because that's just some hood if you from that.
And I don't knock that part of it because I do think it's a self-esteem thing. And I do think that black people find pride in how we present ourselves. That's why a lot of women of other races say, "Yeah, I like black dude. They smell good." You know what I'm saying? Because we got that cologne and shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, we do find pride in how we look. However, it should be balanced in everything, and the off balance is like overindulgent. You know what I'm saying? It's like running your pockets dry to upkeep a certain image. That is the overindulgent. But I don't believe we should be out here scruffy and having people playing with us and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I want to show
Because if I know I don't have it like that, I ain't gonna lie to land it. When I actually was on my head, I actually was one of those. Even though I come from what I come from. When I was on my head out there, bro, you would never know because I refused to look like it. I refused to look like it and smell like it.
Right.
You had to just actually follow me back to where I went to at the end of the night, bro. But you would never know that's what I was going through while I was out and about during that time. I digress. My mic is muted. So I get it, bro. I get it.
And a lot of our parents won't let, no matter where we come, our circumstances, a lot of our parents is not going to let us look like if we ain't got parents. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you, you know what I mean?
You better keep your shoes fresh, bro. They don't. My father always told me, man, at bare minimum, your clothes can be regular, but keep nice shoes on your feet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Facts, bro.
Yeah,
Smell good, keep nice shoes on your feet.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, DJ. See, as far as me, my background is I came from, my family always had money, but we didn't. The value they taught me is be worth what you're asking for.
Okay.
So my peoples taught me making sure that I cleaned up, make sure that I organized, make sure that, I did what I was supposed to do in and out of school. And pretty much they gave me what I was asking for. And it taught me what hard work produces.
Mm.
And then they also taught me that just because you do the right thing and you produce hard work doesn't mean that you're always going to get something. That part taught me to do the right thing because it's the right thing. Work diligently for the sake of working. And that that produces work ethic and, helps you to learn value in yourself. It makes you feel good when you're working, when you're producing something. As far as clothing goes, I never was a person that looked outside of myself. And that came a lot from that upbringing. So me wearing anything, it wasn't for the sight of other people. It was put this on because it made me feel good. And by me feeling good, it produced a persona and bravado that's attractive. So when you produce that attractive persona and bravado, it's confidence building and it attracts everything. And sometimes it attracts great things, definitely attracts women, but it also sometimes attracts negativity. And, because, sometimes people are, I would say, afraid or feel inferior when they get around and they feel that type of energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as far as I never dress or try to buy anything that is outside of, I would say my financial
means.
Yeah. Main thing is bills paid. The second thing is children have to have everything. They have to be fresh first. Then daddy can go ahead and do what he need to do. Even if I have money, it's never gonna look like when I didn't have it, you're gonna still think I'm still in that tax bracket. You're still gonna think I'm still living that. You're not gonna never know what I increase. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm never keeping up with the Joneses, and I'm never gonna. This last thing I'm gonna say: never buying Louis, never buying Gucci, brother. I'm gonna stick to the regular stuff: Polo, True Religion, and Nautica. The 90s stick, brother.
Yeah. And so the James Keels in the motherfucking house. What's up, fam? I'm about to run this clip and feel free to chime in whenever, right? Before I run this clip, you guys understand the tariff stuff, right? When
All right.
countries put taxes on each other, taxes on goods imported and stuff like that. Y'all understand it, right? Fellas? Let me come back to okay.
God damn it, nigga. That means a little bit, kinda, like ish. That's all that meant. Kinda.
Oh, no, I'm bad. I wasn't looking at it. I'm not on the
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
not in the screen.
nah, I was responding. Nah, I'm messing with you, bro. You good, dog? Nah, I mean, kind of like a little bit, not really. Like you know, it's not something I looked into. So go ahead, like you know, let's get enlightened.
Yeah, could you elaborate on it if you're more
I made sure I found a simple but basically it's like tariffs is like the taxes. All right, there we go. What are tariffs? Tariffs are basically taxes one country put on stuff it imports from another country. So let's say Smitty is importing apples from Nexus's country, right? Nexus, you could put a tax on all the goods that Smitty bringing into your country. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So basically, taxes on basically taxes one country put on stuff it imports from another country. So and it says, for example, if the US puts a tariff on Chinese electronics, it makes those products more expensive. So that's what happened. So Trump put tariffs on China. So the stuff that's coming in that's made in China is more expensive. You know what I'm saying?
So to put it in the street terms, tariffs will be, so to speak, the middleman.
Bruh, why I went straight to like street term right with you, bruh. As soon as he explained it, I went to the streets, bruh. I swear.
It's like if if somebody is like, all right, bet. You know, sometimes for people who on some street shit, you know, sometimes when it's a drought, how the prices is raised, or people put a tax on some shit, or let's say you in somebody area that you ain't supposed to be, they put a tax on you. You know what I'm saying? Coming in, they going on the spot to hustle, however you want to put it. You know what I mean? But they basically put a tax on anything coming from China. You know what I'm saying? They put like they put higher taxes on it. You know what I mean?
I mean, well, let me put it in a different term, not the middleman, but let's say you're not the person that goes to the source. You got the man that's fronting you is now taxing you because the source then went up.
No, the man taxing you for selling in his neighborhood, for selling on his block. You got
that's what I was about to say. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So ask a question.
Yeah, I mean, you can't sell on nobody's block unless they give you permission. And usually the people who block that you sell on, you usually cop from copping their weight.
Yeah, because if you don't copping weight from them, how the hell you gonna sell somebody else?
That's my point.
Facts.
Yeah,
that's my point. Out of there. You're gonna get ran up off there.
You can get ran up. That's what I was.
Have to fight for your life every day. You're gonna have to
Mm-hmm.
fight for your life every day.
Yeah.
So what China did, right? China put tariffs on stuff that they import from US also, like soybeans and cars and other stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of this stuff really it hurts the regular people, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Because rich people, they'll feel it a little bit, but I think this video what we about to review is something that will more affect the rich people though, especially the brands, because China now is exposing, right, that yeah, you could put taxes on our stuff, but China designs a lot of high-end shit like bags and jewelry and stuff like that, right? And what China does, they send it to like Italy, companies in Italy buy it, right? And then they put their label on it or their barcode, and then they up the price by, nigga, I done seen shit up to like 80%. You know what I'm saying? Like there's I think it's a Chanel or a Hermes bag. that is 34 bands, but China say they sell it to them people for like $1,400. I can't remember. I'll pull up the video. They were showing how much it costs to make it. So China now is trying to have you skip the middleman, which is Italy and the European producers, the European brands, and come straight to them and just get the same shit. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all who be laughing at people from buying shit off of Canal Street, you know what I'm saying? It might not be a big difference to the people who buy the Gucci at Canal Street and the people who buy the Gucci at the Gucci store. It might be the same product. That's according to China right now, right?
Well, yeah, usually people that be running businesses. Oh, my fault. Yeah, I'm gonna just
No,
say this.
China don't sell cars to US. I'm saying the cars that's imported to China. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And let's
and that's,
to the States.
yeah,
Too.
that's the point that I was.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, that's the point I was saying. Is most of the people that are in businesses and they work with the ports and everything, they definitely not trying to deal with them tariffs. Now that you explained it to me and everything like that.
Right. And shout out to Blanco in the building. I'm about to play this clip and you guys could chime in anytime. But he's just briefly covering the same shit. I want to play this. This is about the designers, and he got another video about like the rapper jewelry and shit, right?
All women that walk around with them goddamn Birkin bags, they Louis bags, all in the goddamn Birkin store. You done got finesse out your goddamn check, cause all that shit fake. I'm talking about the $3,000 one, the $2,000 one, if you got the $5,000 one.
And I won't say that they fake, because they authentically made in China. They made with the high quality leather, high quality material. It's not that they fake, it's just that they overpriced. I won't say that they fake though, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. It's not that they fake, they just overpriced.
DJ, the way I look at it, it's like the Jordans that are at Lexington.
That's what I was about. Damn, you took it. Go ahead.
The Jordans at Lexington Market in Baltimore. It's just knockoff. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Truth, no. Go ahead.
But it's high quality knockoffs, right?
Yeah, it'd be like the Jumpman symbol is messed up. It'd be like the ball is missing, stuff like that. Little defects, and that's what
Jordan is the Shaq symbol somehow.
Yeah.
And you know what I think too? I don't think the Italian company they put on their brand, but I think they also do what's called quality control. When you dealing in bulk, some stuff gonna be defective, so you still gotta go through and double check to make sure the Jordan ain't look. You know what I'm saying? The Jordan ain't look crooked and shit like that. Right. But a lot of them stuff that they supposed to dispose of, people sell you the defective shit. They don't give a fuck.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Most of the defects. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead, too. My bad.
Yeah, once they run it through, if you go on GOAT and everything, they go through the process to make sure everything. That's when they ship it to these little side shops and everything. It'd be the same shoe. It's just certain shit is on there defected.
But how we going to complain about that when we always used to make these jokes about how it all comes from sweatshops from kids? Where I think it's China. Rock on.
No, but even the high end shit coming from sweatshops, according to. As a matter of fact, let me just play this.
Really? Shit. So this isn't like like the commercial, how they make it seem like some guy. It's like Taylor making your bag for you.
No, it is. It is. Some guys. I don't think it's sweatshop with kids in everywhere. I'm not sure. I don't know.
That's just a joke, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. No. That's just humor. I'm just saying that was a thing. But
just know that the the Chinese factory that's producing the stuff that we might call knockoffs.
Yes.
The Italy pays them to make their shit, bro. These shit is not made in Italy. They just branded in Italy or packaged.
Yeah. How y'all doing?
What's going on?
Good. This is gonna fuck you up. Do you know that most of these brands that we love to wear, like Gucci, Louis, Celine, Givenchy, all of them, Christian Dior, are all under one umbrella? Do you know that? They're all by the same guy?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised
Okay,
at all.
okay. The name of the guy is Bernard Arnault. This man is like the fifth or sixth richest man on planet Earth. This man, him and his how do you call them? I guess not supporters, but like the people that's his shareholders owns a lot of shit. Do you know that he owns Sephora? He owns Stephen and Company. He owns Celine. He owns Fenty. That's Hungary shit, Riri shit. Rihanna. He got
He
Christian
owns
Dior,
her shit.
Givenchy. Huh?
He owns her shit.
Yes, yes. For the
You
most
know, them
part, a
rappers
lot
is
of
just
this
the
artist,
face. Yeah.
yeah, a lot of the time the rappers, either the face or the singer, whatever that might be, or the entertainer, whoever it is. Do you know that this man also owns the Moet and the Dom Perignon? Do you know that? This man got his hands on everything, and the reason I find this out years ago because JC used to have a stake with Dom Perignon,
Yeah.
right? And also do say, and that's and the man bought that from JC, gave JC a $800 million check for that. When JC bought it for like around 50 millions. When JC bought into the company, he paid 50, and then 10 years later he still and flicked that all the way to $700 or $800. I know it was a lot of money. But this man right here, bro, Bernard, I think he's from France. This man got the word about the ass, bro. This man got his money long.
What's your take on the stuff being made in China? The high end stuff. As a matter of fact, before you say that,
That's
let me play the video by Nino Brown. Nino Brown. And I got you just now, Marcus. I'm gonna read you in a minute. Appreciate you for the $5 holler, Brody. Appreciate you.
I don't care how much is spun on it. It's high price knockoffs. It's fugazi. You thought you was better than them girls with them knockoff bags. Goddamn discount mall. The whole time you were going up in the goddamn Louis store and the Gucci store, and it was just a better smelling, better prepared knockoff store that charged you some goddamn high ass price on some knockoff bags, fugazi, and just gave you a glass of champagne while you spent your goddamn money. This Chinese man I'm about to show you exposed the entire luxury brand industry. He say all y'all bags that y'all walk around is made by him and they all fake. Y'all got bamboozled. Check this shit out.
Some say as long as there's a tag saying made in China, the bag can never be luxury. However, in fact, more than 80% of the luxury bags in the world are made in China. But those luxury brands just won't acknowledge that. They take almost finished bags from China factories back to their own countries and just do the repackaging and logo installing, something like that. That way, the bags will appear at their boutiques as made in Italy or made in France. You know, those sophisticated European countries, which make you feel mysterious, royal, and thus luxury. Now, close your eyes. Let's just do a little, very easy experiment in your head, okay? Imagine that you have Hermes bag and suddenly the label on it changed from made in France into made in China, while everything else like leathers, zippers, and hardware remain the same.
And that's why I'm saying it's not fake. You know what I'm saying? It's not fake if they're using the same high quality material. And by the way, a lot of the leather come from Nigeria too. A lot of the leather they use to make that shit, right? But I'm not saying that it's fake like what Nino Brown is saying, because I don't think it's fake. I just think it's just cheaper than you. It's just you just being overcharged. You know what I'm saying? But I won't go to say that it's fake though. You know what I mean?
You suddenly feel that your bag is not as luxury as before. If you do, that means you have been misled and poisoned by the market campaign of those luxury brands for too long. Welcome to the real world. Now you see, those bags are made in China by our intelligent and diligent Chinese artisans. Let's not be poisoned and misled by the market campaign any longer and be a real person. Buy a bag from our factory in China, see the real world for yourself.
Now, if I was you, I'd take.
So you see what he's saying? He's saying that because Nino Brown is trying to make this shit sensational. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But what he's saying is that is the same thing. You saying a lot of people I heard said this before, bro. Oh, that shit is not real. It's made in China. But my nigga, all of this shit is made in China, bro.
Everything. Yeah, the thing is, he being like you said it correct, which doctor? He just being extra dramatic, bro.
For
The thing is
entertainment.
that exactly the thing is that all these big time companies, Givenchy, Celine, Louis, Gucci, all these companies, bro, they already got a name. They don't have. Why do you think they don't pay for marketing? There is a reason we don't pay for marketing because their name is so big that they don't have to. You see what I'm saying? You're never gonna see a Louis Vuitton and Gucci commercial
Commercial, right?
because they're so what they do is and I think, bro, people is just slow, bro.
As a matter of fact,
You
the
supposed to,
rap videos is the commercial.
yeah, like exactly because people like love to wear that shit, right? But people is mentally slow, right? Because this, I thought everybody knew this. I could have sworn everybody knew this. This is common knowledge, right? Yo, which doctor, do you know that it takes about between 18 I mean now I remember this is years ago when I find this out, bro.
But Blanco,
It's about
let me ask you this real quick, right? But to me though, right? Because you from a third world country. I'm from a third world country. A lot of our shit is custom made to,
Colombia is
like,
not a third world country, homie.
well,
It's not.
it is a second world country.
That sounds better.
I think where I'm from is a second world too. We got internet and shit now, but you know what I mean. We're not from one of the main places, so a lot of times, a lot of us got a lot of custom made stuff that people like. Is a lot of tailors. There's a lot of people who sew at the crib and shit, right?
In the neighborhood, yeah. Grandma did that.
But if somebody's sewing your shit, bro, it's supposed to cost. It's supposed to cost more money than if anything that's custom made and made like a 5 supposed to be cost more money than a shit that's mass produced in a factory. So I guess this is why a lot of them high end brands don't want us to know that they should be mass produced in a factory. They want you to think that is somebody spend extra time, you know what I'm saying, doing that shit, you know what I mean? And I think that's why a lot of them don't want you to see, because they even got video out there. They asking Hermes to show their factories in Italy, and none of them ain't showing their factories because their shit is being made in China. But I think people don't want you to know your shit being mass produced because they'll lower the value. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't think it would matter which doctor, because this is what I'm about to say, right? Guess how much? Can anybody guess how much money it takes to put a Jordan shoe together, manufacture it, and put it all the way to America from China? Guess how much money it takes?
Like 16. Like some.
It's between $16 and $30. Obviously, that price right now is probably a little bit higher. Obviously, the price right now is a little bit higher because inflation. So I'm gonna push it all the way to like around $38, $40. Guess how much money we pay for Jordans? $250 a pop. Now do the math. That's a 200. That's a 400 markup price, bro. You see what I'm saying? And guess what? This is another thing that people don't know. In the same factory that made Jordans, they made the Starberry shoes. The same factory, nigga.
Wait. What shoes?
The Starberry. You remember? You remember Stephen Marbury? You remember that player?
Nah. Let me see. Starberry shoes. I gotta look this.
Yeah, no, it's his accent. It's just his accent.
I see what I see what you're saying. You know what though? It's crazy, bro. These is the same shoes, just slightly different design. Because remember now, you could make your custom made shoes. They all got a template. This looks like the Jordan template. I'm looking at it right now. I'm seeing
it's the same factory, brother.
Yeah.
You think I'm lying to you, bro? I'm telling you,
I'm looking at it right now. I'm literally looking at it right now. As a matter of fact, let me paste it so y'all can see.
Guess what? The Starberry shoes, they cost mad cheap, bro. I think you can get those like in Walmart or something. Marbury, he became a legend basketball basketball in China. You see what I'm saying? So his shoes so good over there. Because he playing basketball over there.
Yeah, but see, also too, Blanco.
I was just about to say that, yo.
What also sells big in China, like you know what they're like over here, like what our newbies are, like I don't know about y'all, but we love New Balance, right? Or like our Nikes is Asics. China love them some Asics. You know what I'm saying? Who do you see wearing Asics?
Nobody. or white
Yeah.
people.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like you got a point. Like, yeah, it depends on what it is. And if you're over there in this big, because they love soccer, Asics is actually a really, really big brand for soccer. But yeah, most things ain't rent. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so you know what it is.
And to be fair, bro, I got a lot of expensive. I'm guilty. You see what I'm saying? I got a lot of designer. I actually have.
Hey,
I
yo,
still
DJ,
buy.
yo, can you hear me, bro?
Let me hold 100. Your rich ass. It's your rich ass. You know what I'm saying?
Not even rich. Before, bro, I was trying to be fly. Yo, you know what I love? I love Burberry polos.
Hey,
Man.
yo,
Those
DJ, yo, can
Burberry
you hear me,
polos.
bro?
Yeah, I could hear you, Keels. Loud and clear, Brody. And show so to Marcus Anthony Castillo. He says, showing support to my dog, DJ Witch Doctor. You should have brought Pablo Escobar, American narco over here. You know what I'm saying? That's Papi Blanco call it out. Speaking of Papi Blanco, the nigga is accusing Papi Blanco of selling him some fake Jordans.
Yo, that dude did like that dude did look like Pablo though. Man, that's
And I appreciate you, Keels, for the ad lib. I had to drop you. You know what I'm saying? And I want to let up Auntie Bomb Sherry to the building.
Police! 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 I don't want nobody fucking with me in these streets. Same children.
In the building. What's good, Bomb? Bomb Sherry, let's get a mic check. I think you muted.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we could hear you. We can hear you loud and clear. What's
How you
going
doing?
on?
First of all, shout out to the host himself, okay? Dr. DJ, okay? Which doctor? How you doing, my brother?
What's good, Auntie? How you doing?
I'm good. And I want to shout out to my other brothers. I don't see no sisters, but brothers on the panel. How y'all doing?
You having a good night?
Yeah, I came over to stop over, show some love. Usually I hit the chat and I thumbs up and I might go about my business, but I wanted to come and show some love for real, on the panel.
That's what's up, Mama Bear. That's what's up, Mama Bear. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
We want to know your take on this, because you probably from you probably not from the flex culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get your take on this shit with China. China is now exposing that all of these high-end, overpriced designer shit is actually made in China. You know what I mean? What's your take on it?
Hey, hold on, DJ, real quick, and I'm gonna shut up. Yes, she is. She's from the day of Cadillacs and Rick James and Isley Brothers. She from flexing too. It was just different, sir. They had skirts on the back of the wheels.
There you
Go ahead, Auntie Bomb. Go ahead.
No, I've been saying the same thing China is now saying that people listening to, that China makes everything, right? They're the factories, the cheap labor, and of course those high-end places going to use that to their advantage, right? They get more money. So y'all know I make bags, I make clothes, I make shoes, I make whatever, anything anybody want, I can make. And yes, I've been telling people this for years. Okay, when I was in the military and in Korea, right, there was items that was expensive here that was cheap over there because they don't wear the same thing. I think Mr. 77 mentioned it also. Like Nike in other countries is like some no brand name to us in this country.
Okay.
They don't give a shit about no Michael Jordan or none of that shit right over there. So you could buy the shoes over there for maybe like $15, like if you went to Kmart or Walmart to buy shoes. But in this country, they're $200.
I would like to say briefly, shout out to everybody because my daughter does it as well. Ladies, I want to let you know something. They always talking about cooking. You know what's way more valuable? Knowing how to sew.
Oh, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm trying to stunt on Auntie Bomb.
Bro, knowing how
Auntie
to
Bomb
crochet.
Sherry, I got to stunt on you. And show to the Shaz in the chat. I got to
bruh.
stunt on you. My mom made this shit right here.
Yeah, bruh.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's valuable, bruh. That is so valuable, knowing
Like it's
how
like a
to.
bag out of denim and shit. You know what I'm saying?
got
It's like,
skills.
You know,
And you know what? And you know what? If you would have never told us your mother made that, I'd have thought you could have just put up, say you bought it from somewhere. Nobody would have questioned you. Nobody.
you know my, you know what's crazy, man? My grandma, like, that's what she. That was one of her hobbies, be sewing and shit in Colombia, right? She was She literally can make. Are you familiar with Kuji, the brand Kuji?
That's big
She
out. I mean,
literally,
yeah, that was big out
it's
here.
I love me some Kuji. Then sweaters, my grandma can do that shit the same exact thing, bro. The same exact thing, bro. And Kuji was expensive as fuck at some point.
That ripped up look, that kind of
Yeah,
shredded.
Anton still be wearing Kuji every now and then because I be having the same sweater. Them sweaters be old. Like I still got mine. I just never wear them.
Yeah,
From
I
like
got a
15
Gucci
years ago.
I got a Kuji sweater somewhere too. One thing I would say that this open an opportunity for a lot of people, especially a lot of black people, because when you if you close your eyes right now and you say, "My friend got a clothing line," and you ask me to guess what race is your friend, I'm going to say is a black person because I rarely know
is.
other races of people coming out with clothing brand. So I think there's an opportunity for a lot of black people to tap in with China. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them stuff is made with templates. That's why they mass produce them. So just like Blanco was mentioning, you could see any one of these shoes you see, you could get the same template and design your own shoes. You
Yeah.
could have the Jordan template, the Converse template. You could just put your own brand on it and sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta bring like brand. A lot of times people buy stuff because of the brand awareness and they trust the brand. Like if you go in a store, you see Nike, you're gonna second guess it. But if you see something you don't know, you might be skeptical about buying the shit.
Always. Yeah, like
Well,
my friend, they got clothing lines. My friend, one of my good friends in Harlem, he got a clothing that actually is catching fire. It's the name of the brand is Aunt. What's the name? Always us, never them. Aunt, like an auntie. That's how you spell it. And my other boy BKYS out of Brooklyn. You see, they got some of the sweaters. Some of the sweaters I be wearing, bro. It come from them.
I'm about to rock some of my people shit too. One of my peoples that out in New York got some shit named We All In. You know what I'm saying? I got him on IG too. I'm trying to get him to sponsor the show so I could just be showing his shit. But I'm about to just rock some of his shit and just like, show him love like that. Show so that I'm him and Sock Passe in the motherfucking building.
So it's called white label, right? In China, you can make contracts with them. They'll make the clothes and they'll put your tag on it or leave the area open where you sew your own tag on it. So that's we've been doing that for years in this country. The black people especially, right? Yeah.
Right.
Now I don't know if that's a good idea, you know. I mean, I guess because they want, like, when these black boutiques, they be wanting so much money for that cheap ass shit. It's still fast fashion.
That's what I don't like, because a lot of times we all and Wallow was talking about this, and I didn't even get to touch this topic, right? But a lot of times we want people to support our business just because we black, but we ain't giving them a discount just because they black. Like, you know what I'm saying? There should be a black discount, just like if black people supporting your business, you should give a black discount to the black people that supporting your business. Because a lot of times our people be wanting to overcharge us, and it's like, God damn, like the fuck, how am I gonna support you if you overcharge it?
Yeah, but which doctor? They would love to. They just can't. They don't got too much room, because you gotta understand. They buy. Most people know the trick. You get into business with a lot of manufacturing in China or India. That's the trick. It's called Alibaba, right? You reach them out to them, and this is how they get you, right? Because just like I told you, my homie's got a couple clothing line, and I like to ask a lot of questions how the business is to see if I want something that I'm jumping. They explain to me, right? When you jump into business with those manufacturing, you cannot just buy 10, 15 units. Then people make you buy at least 500 to 1,000 units. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now,
price cut, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because you buy manufacturing. When you're dealing with the manufacturing, they want to get a big ball of money, because that's how they make their money over there, right? So let's say with Doctor got a non-human clothing line, right? and you call Alibaba, they're gonna put you in with another manufacturing, and they'll be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna give you each t-shirt $1 a pop, but you gotta buy 1,000. You see what I'm saying? Right. So now you pay you that's your contract. You pay you buy 1,000. Guess what? That your product doesn't stop there. They're gonna kill you on the shipping of that shit, nigga. So the shipping is going to be way more money than the actual product. The logistic. So at the time it comes here, the homie's going to go take it to the warehouse. They're gonna imprint the t-shirt, put the logos, whatever, pam, 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 boom. You still gotta get a location. I gotta hit you across the head, son. I don't want to hit you across the head, but I gotta make a profit. And they say they want to make at least between 30 to 80% profit, like it depending what they're selling.
But that's the ridiculous part, because even Walmart don't request 30 to 80% profit.
And but you got to remember the bomb.
Walmart is Walmart.
And Walmart power is that Walmart buys and sells in bulk. Like bulk, because they got so much different locations. They could afford to do that shit.
Right, but what I'm saying is, we, like, black people, like, you ever went to a garage sale and it's this wealthy community, and then there's a couple of blacks there, but all these whites. They'll sell you shit for like $1 or 50 cents. And then I go to this black family, and she bought the dress. She claims I bought it for $80.
They almost want like 80%. They want like 90%.
Yeah, she wants 90% of that fucking dress.
90%.
I think it's violating, but I understand that they need
there
it.
Is no understanding. It's not business wise. That's why our black boutiques don't work. Right? They always out of business. You cannot expect to make 80% profit.
No, but this is where you're going wrong, Sherry, right?
I'm going wrong.
Walmart. Okay, I'm explaining to you like this, right? Like Walmart, a better example is Walmart and a bodega, right? You go to the bodega, they selling you one bag of chip for $1. You can go to Walmart and buy a big old pack of, I think it's 12. I buy that for my kids, 12 or 14, something like that, for $2.50. Walmart can afford give you that because they buying by the millions. So they don't worry about the margin no more. They're selling by big bulks. The little bodega, they need every single penny they can because everything's falling them. That's the point.
No, listen, you're not thinking about this correctly, right? If the small person who just went to Walmart to buy them bags of chips, I don't have to store it anywhere because I could just go to Walmart and continue. I can make a profit without trying to make an 80% profit.
But how long you gonna take to make a profit if you're buying in small amount? Remember, the price change. The more you buy, the lower you pay per unit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's why they're going through Alibaba to get a shirt that would cost $20. They only pay $1 for, but then they're raising this $1 shirt to like $80 in our black stores.
God
and that's
damn,
why they
know about that shit. That's
what they're doing. Yes. They take that dollar shirt, they put their print on it, and then they want $80. That's what the black boutiques are doing.
Listen, I'm old as hell, but do y'all remember when it was a basketball player, right? I don't know what his name was. And remember, we had the Mike Jordans, and they were going real high. And then this one basketball player created a whole store selling his shoes for like $20 a piece. And
that's Stephen Marbury. That's his name. It's Stephen Marbury. That's his name.
He made a whole like an actual place, and all these shoes were like whatever, and people were flocking to that. But then what happened to that? Why did it stop though? Why did people stop going to his store, and why that shut down, and why people go back to Michael Jordan?
Because Jordan is swag.
It's marketing. It's marketing too. You can't just put in your product out is half of the, not even half. You know what I'm saying? Marketing is damn near the majority of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Marketing and selling your product. So Shaq was just bad business. It is what it is, you know.
Shaq made millions. I don't know what y'all talking about.
No, I'm talking about his shoes.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
about. Hold on. Now let me ask you.
They ain't continue.
So then you have Kanye West that's using Shopify to create his t-shirts, right? Through the Printify app. and he was selling them for $20 a piece through that whole thing, and sold billions of T-shirts. Right, that's how he became back a billionaire. Right, or millions of T-shirts. He became back a billionaire just based on parading his wife around naked. They went to his website, bought a bunch of swastika T-shirts.
That's not how he got back to be a billionaire. He settled. He settled. No, he didn't. He settled his dispute with who he had the true contract with. Was it Adidas or Fila? Was Adidas, right? That's where the Jesus come now. Yeah. He settled his dispute with Adidas, and now he got his his rights to his own shoes. That's why he became back a billionaire, man. Get the story correct, yo.
But hold on. That before he actually sold all those things off of his website.
Yes, they just settled that.
A billionaire by selling 1 million shirts. That don't even equal. And plus, if you
if you sell them at
if you're selling for $1,000 a piece, you can't.
No, he had like what
she said $20.
Hold on, they were $20 a piece on his website.
Let me run to the bathroom real quick.
On the Shopify website, and he had over, I think, 300 some odd million people following him on Twitter, and all those people went and bought. If half of those people went and bought those shirts off of his
that's not how that works, man.
That still don't equal that way. And Printify, right? Who he was using, Shopify, right? We're having somebody else print it up. He's only making like a few like a couple of dollars, $1 a shirt. That's it. If he did it through them like that,
he making money. Yo, it's pretty simple. It's because of the shoes, man. He got control back of his company with the Jesus, man. Simple as that. It wasn't no goddamn teachers, man.
Right, they definitely know.
No. Wait. Real quick. Sister Bombshay has a point. For example, like there was a line in Jay-Z's song.
He made $40 million in one day. So I don't know what y'all talking about. In one
day,
didn't
make no $40 million in no one day.
Just go on
okay.
Google.
That doesn't mean that's what he made. That just means
DJ,
that he could have sold $40 million worth of shirt, but he didn't make that.
Hey, listen, I'm willing to give you that. You say back to be a billionaire with a B. Do you know how many $40 million you have to have?
A lot. I'll show you.
At least like 6 months in a row. He did that.
He made that in one day, $40 million in one day, bro.
And I say I'm willing to give you that. And you got it. Do you know how many $40 million days you need to have to be a billionaire?
A whole shitload, a lot. He didn't sell that many. Plus, on top of that, she said the shirts was going for $20. He don't have enough followers to become a billionaire selling shirts at $20. And the people he working with, they charging damn near 17.
It only takes 25 days to make $1 billion.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm talking about the numbers you mentioned.
That's only a month of making $40 million a day.
Hey, real quick.
Hold on one second. Use your head. Yes, use your head. I need you to use I was exaggerating, of course. I say my point was that it takes a long time. Use your head.
It's not.
I need you to use your head. Do you think that this man that he going to sell this amount of shirts every day?
It's not just shirts. He had shoes and everything on his website was $20. He had shoes. He had shirts.
Man, you got it, man. You got it. Yeah, I see.
He said he sold $40 million worth of product in 24 hours, right? So that's 24 hours, $40 million. Okay, now give it a month. That's $1 billion. $1 billion.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, you got it. You got it, man. You got it. Yeah, you're right. You got it.
40
times 25 is what?
Hey, people, real quick. Can I please real quick, because I want to get back to my picture because before we get too far, right? Hey, DJ, if it's okay, I swear on life, dog, it's only like 60 seconds, bro. Like, because it has everything to do with what we talking about when it comes to like name brand and fashion. Can I present
you about to share something?
If it's okay, it's one short, bro, and it's directly on topic. All right, bet. I'm about to
it's YouTube right friendly, right? As long as we YouTube.
No, of course. So here we go, right here. I'm just gonna play this, and then I want everybody to respond to this because I do come from this. Go ahead, Brody. It's on you.
Out of money to look good. I have seen people who only wear labels and still look cheap. You can put on all the labels you want to. If you don't know how to dress with no label, you won't know how to dress with any label. I grew up with nothing. I had to make it work. I know how to do my own braids, my own makeup. I know how to style myself. I know how to do all the things. You know why? Because I told God, if I never get a team, teach me how to do me so that I never have to lack in the things that I need to show up for. Stop waiting for somebody to show you how to do you. This is why when they come, they are only an addition to what you need. You already know what it needs to look like. You have to have a lot of money to look good.
So
And
my whole thing is like, when we think about, like, when you said the bags are fake, I mean, when people say the bags are fake, when you're saying, like, really they're not. But at the end of the day, I don't know how many times in my life growing up, bro. Like I said, I was spoiled, but I was spoiled with love. And one thing I do know is that my people's always made sure that I was clean, I was decent. You know, once upon a time, we grew up to this old saying that went, it's not the clothes that make the man, it's the man that make the clothes, or the woman, if you want to say, right? However you want to word it. So when I listen to stuff like this, just to, just make sure we, I want you to know I'm on par with it. Yeah, dog, like we can talk all this label stuff all we want and everything, but like I noticed that people are so fixated on what this says right here, as opposed to, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird, but rock out.
I agree.
There's a lot of
Back in the day, it wasn't like that, right? Black people wasn't about labels. I remember when they started bringing this label thing about it, around my Adidas and my Kango, and rap. Actually, rap was the beginning of the labeling. And other than that, Black people used to come up with their own individual styles.
And you know what, Bomb? As soon as we started getting into labels, that's why my peoples never allowed me to have Eddie Bauer or Jordans or Starter, because they thought I'd get shot for it.
I want to know, Genesis. Wait a minute, y'all. Genesis, when you was talking about the Kanye stuff, what was the point you was trying to make?
I was trying to make the point that he was able to like create a website, and that website alone was able to generate enough money to generate him enough wealth. I thought it was the thing that got him closer to his billionaire status, but people said no, it was because of his catalog. He got access to his catalog.
Yeah, and plus any average person won't be able to do it like that.
Yes, he's a famous dude with a catalog already.
Yeah, that's a factor.
That's the only reason he can start a website and have a major group of people going there.
Yeah, because them print on demand sites like Spotify and shit, Shopify and shit like that, they take a big cut out of that shit. Whereas if you had your own
27%,
you bought it, and if you bought in bulk, you have way more of a profit. You know what I'm saying? If you
so you think he was being lazy? Because I'm trying to figure out why he didn't just.
He just did it because he could leverage. He could do that because he already got a name, so he didn't have to. But for one of us who ain't got that big of a name, we selling our shit on print on demand. We're not gonna make as high of a profit margin, nowhere close to Kanye West, because them people is taking their money first. They get paid first, and then you get paid. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And if the shirt, they tell you how much the stuff costs before you even go put your price to it. So, for instance, a soft, regular shirt with nothing on it might be like $20, and then that's why people not making any money, right? Because if they offer the shirt at $30, but they ain't really have to do anything, who wants to buy a T-shirt for $30? A lot of people, some right dummies will buy a T-shirt for $30. You gotta be out of your mind when you could go and create that same shirt in today's society with all the stuff that's out there.
And this is what I'm saying earlier, Bomb. A lot of people today brag about being consumers. They brag about to me, that is bragging of being a sucker, because people don't brag when they go to the liquor store and buy the bottle. They brag when they go to the club and get tax free. They don't brag about when they buy these clothes on sale. They brag about how they shit, when they overpay for this shit. Like, I know people that would, let's say you own let's say you own a Coogee sweater, right? And that shit costs like, probably now it costs like $1,500, but when you bought it, it was 3 bands. Most people would brag about it costing 3 bands instead of bragging about getting a deal. So I think we're not proud of getting deals. We proud of being consumers. We proud of being gotten. Proud of being suckers. That shit is weird.
So what do you think about Macklemore when he came out with "I'm about to pop some tags"? Only got $20 in my pocket. You think that they like
cool, but that wasn't. That's
You're
cool,
right.
but I
You're
fuck
right.
with that shit. Go
Okay,
ahead. Bro.
so you're right, because when I try to show people how to make their own alcohol, right, I'm showing you how to make your own wine and things, or I'm showing you how to make your own clothes, and people be like, nah, I don't want to learn
They
that.
think it's some broke shit. They think it's some broke shit to create and sell. That shit is
Right.
crazy to me.
My,
It's like,
Show me how to make some
it's like
beer.
back in the
My-
days. Look at this. It's like back in the days, all the rappers rapped about selling dope and all that shit. And I'm not glorifying it, and I'm not gonna say that I'm innocent or none of that shit. But nowadays, people is rapping about being fiends.
making that, yeah.
Beer is easy to make. People just don't want to do it, right? You might not drink it if you know how they make that shit, but they got beer kits, wine kits, all kinds of kits.
Yeah, bomb.
Yeah, my grandpa and my uncles, they know how to make their own. They made their own liquor actually.
Nigga, in the south is hella moonshine. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't fucking with no.
Yeah, that shit fucked me up. I tried moonshine before, bro. That shit fucked me up, bro. That shit is too fucking. It's too rough, man.
I make some wine that'll be just as strong, and it's definitely stronger than anything in the store.
Yeah.
And
in Colombia, we got this alcohol that my peoples make. It's called aguardiente. Nigga, that shit tastes good as fuck. But 2 shots of that shit, nigga, gonna knock you out. Nigga, you better have some pussy around too, so you can knock her ass down.
Police! Police! Police!
Free to
Lord.
to the stage.
Lord,
This
have
nigga
mercy.
knocking bitches, knocking chicks. So I don't want to use profanity.
Right.
My Auntie Bomb Sherry is here, even though she be cussing people out.
What's up, everybody? How everybody day is?
What's going on, Free Green?
Hey, I just want to say
Happy
briefly,
Easter
real
Day,
quick.
everybody.
Oh,
Oh,
shit,
it's
it's
Easter
Easter.
already?
Oh, wow.
It's
I didn't
Happy
know.
Easter.
Okay, happy Easter. Now I just want to say, what's crazy about real moonshine? I knew it was real moonshine, and my buddy gave it to me from down south, and he said, taste this. And it don't taste like liquor. Like that burn. It's a weird, smooth, like it don't taste nothing like liquor, but it's it's wild.
Don't get me wrong. I had some harsh
get you.
ones. I had
That's
some
more
harsh
like-
ones, but I had some smooth ones, but I definitely had some harsh ones, bro.
And you had more of the Everclear like junk. You had that 190 shit.
The shit I had to make you grow chest hair, make a woman grow chest
Yeah.
hair. Furthermore, I ain't even gonna-
Bro, you can run your car off of some of this shit. Real talk. Like that shit is real deal. Like lighter fluid.
You know what's so crazy is that I was trying to grow a garden and I threw all these I don't know what I'm doing, so I put all these seeds into this one little pot, like every seed known to man, right? Because I didn't know how to do it. I just put them all in one pot, and it created a weed that actually is good for. It created a weed that was good for high blood pressure. So I think that even when you try to plant and stuff, it'll go based on what the vibe is around your house.
Wait
It's
a
weird.
minute. You said you put all these seeds in one place, and it created what?
Like a weed. It created like this weed.
No, that shit don't work like that, baby.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It
made it. I swear, I go outside and show you. It
So
made
you
it.
put different seeds and it made up, and they all made one plant. There's different seeds from different plants. I'm trying to figure
It grew into a weed. Just like growing.
I don't know. Use a mad scientist. You gotta
It
teach
turned
me.
into like this weed. I don't know why.
That weed was gonna grow in that soil already.
I lost my.
Hope you smoke that weed.
But it's actually like this weed that's called something weed or whatever, and it's good for high blood pressure if you make a tea out of it. But I was like, okay, well, that's like the house creating its own environment.
I think you're talking about the BHC. Weed comes in. It's not just THC. You got BHC, AHC.
No, not the actual weed.
Like
Like
that kind of weed.
She ain't talking about weed. Talking about
my bad.
unwanted weed as in unwanted vegetation.
You talking about the gas station shit? My bad, y'all.
No, not even.
No,
gas
she talking about weed, bro. She talking about if you're growing flowers and you see crab grass
Like
or
grass,
some shit.
yeah.
No, it wasn't
Oh, weeds. My
Yeah,
bad.
like
I smoke too
unwanted
much. I should shut up. I should
Yeah,
shut up.
yeah.
Not the good
I
kind.
forgot
It's
those.
not the good
Not the
kind.
good weed, not the good weed.
Like it turned into something that was growing outside of the thing, and it was growing.
No, I
DJ
got you. I got
Genesis,
you. I
DJ
got you.
Genesis. Let's in reality, right? The whatever sees you through, either that grew or weeds that was gonna already grew. But you didn't throw a bunch of different seeds and it created a new like I don't understand.
Yeah, that don't
No, that's a
Maybe-
natural thing. And
Get
you
some
gotta
giants
understand
climb
something.
down that motherfucker.
I thought that maybe it like created something or some
No,
kind of
no.
No,
Let me
it
ask you
don't
this. Let
work
me ask
like
you a
that.
question. Do you have land?
For you to
You got
create
land? Go
for
ahead.
you to
I
create
bet.
a new plant, for you to create a new plant, you gotta do something like budding or grafting. Like
It
budding
wasn't
is
a new
when
plant. It wasn't a new plant. It was a because I looked it up on like line to see what this was growing out of this plant thing, and it was a certain kind of weed that was in was good for high blood pressure, but it really wasn't like a good
But
so
if
to
it was
speak.
good for high blood pressure, you would have had a name. You wouldn't be calling it a weed. It would be an actual.
Oh no,
some kind-
it's a weed. A lot of weeds are good for like different things. Like dandelions are weed.
No,
Yep.
dandelions are not weeds.
Yeah,
They are technically a weed.
No, they are not
They're just really
technically.
pretty.
They are.
No,
They are. They
but they
are.
are not. People been
Weeds
eating
are
that.
based upon listen, bamboo is considered a weed.
Listen, is it considered weed today?
Yeah, it's a consider because it's about the multiplication. See, that's why I asked her, do you
you
have
see
land?
this
Like, for
thing,
example,
y'all are
I got
tripping.
forest.
Go
I
ahead.
got forest out back, right? So my point is it could grow from a distance away, and it's an underground thing. It could stretch all the way to where you are, is my
Yes,
point.
I have land. I do have land, but whatever happened is I planted this stuff and it turned into something else. It wasn't what I planted.
It probably came from a distance in your
Check this out.
in
A
your
weed,
answer, bro.
look, weed is not a group of plant or some shit. You can't say dandelion. We anything could be a weed. Then you know what I'm saying. A plant that is
Cilantro
not
can be weed.
valued. Fact. If you
Listen,
plant bananas and fucking sage or mint leaves start growing, you could call that a weed because that's not what you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
in agriculture science back in high school and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was an agriculture student too and shit. Like weed, the definition for weed was just unwanted vegetation, like anything that you ain't want on your crop bed
Invasive,
or in
yes.
your facts. That's what a
Invasive,
weed is.
yes.
You know
So
what I mean?
the idea that somebody mentioned that dandelions are weeds, right, is meaning
But
that
dandelions can be invasive to
no.
your yard if
Listen,
you
first
want a
of all,
nice.
I don't know why I can't finish, right?
My bad. If you
Because
want
just
Kentucky blue,
because
then that's
they
gonna be invasive.
just because basil is invasive, like there are many things. Thyme, right? If one seed dropped, it will grow everywhere. That doesn't mean it's a weed. But I get it.
I see
Dandelions,
what
by the
Bomb
way,
said.
is one of the best things to make a salad with. They make dandelion
But
wine.
dandelion is considered a weed.
No,
No,
but technically she's right because if a plant don't got value, like we ain't got no use for it, then we consider it a weed. But
That's
if
true.
dandelion and all these things got these properties, or the thing that you was talking about that got some properties to cure something, is not a weed because it's a valued plant. It's not
Okay,
some
can
shit
I show my
That
screen?
is
real
true.
quick?
That's true.
Just because we have lost the information about growing in the earth, and somebody told us we pull it up. But I'm telling you, you can make wine if you use dandelions. They use that to survive during a certain time, a period in our history when they didn't have no real food and meat.
Okay, so yes, dandelions are considered weeds, particularly in lawns and gardens because they can spread rapidly and aggressively, often out competing other plants. However, they also have numerous benefits. So a lot of weeds that we think are weeds have benefits. Like
I'm sorry. Let's read that again. Yes, dandelions are generally considered weeds, particularly in where lawns and gardens where they don't want them. So yes, anything that
it
you
didn't
don't
say
want.
the way they don't want them. It said
Yeah, it says that. It says
That's what I just said. The key word is aggressively, rapidly, and aggressively.
that's right.
Those are the
It
key
says it.
words.
Like,
But
we
look
don't
at
know
this.
how to
This
read.
is why we got it. This is why sometimes we got it. Look, no, dandelions are not always weeds. Sometimes it could be considered weeds if you don't got no use for them. But for somebody that use them for medicinal purposes, they're not weeds. They're not all. The only time a plant is considered weeds is when it don't got no value to the person, or it was unwanted. It was unwanted where it was grown at. It wasn't, you didn't intend it to grow in your garden. No, it's a weed. But if you using it for shit, it's not a weed. And a lot of people use dandelions. There's a lot of gardeners that don't consider that shit a weed. It's
But
not
are we going by what it is, or what we can? So are we going by what it actually is, or what the benefits are, or not?
Doc, I'm smoking some weed. Is that valuable? You gotta stop calling this shit weed then.
Yeah, that's valuable.
That real shit,
We
though.
gotta find another name, goddammit.
The police call it weed.
I mean, we did. It was called reefer.
Oh, we're going back to reefer. Goddamn, I'm
Or
smoking some
ganja.
reefer.
You know what I'm saying? That
The dandelions are good for sicknesses, right? They have medicinal reasons, and they are tasty in salads. And we wouldn't know that. You know why? Because we think that they're weeds. So I don't know why we think that, right? Somebody told you it's weed and you pulled it up and threw it away instead of using it. But if you have a cold when you use it, you'll see the usefulness of it. So yes, black people, though, that's what I'm saying. We are repeating things that we've heard from others, but all we have to do is look that up and you'll see that, yes, it has medicinal purposes and you can eat it and drink tea from it.
I'm fixing to show y'all this weed that's grown in the back of my yard. Give me
Okay, well, you know, I grow. You know, like you said, you not a gardener or anything like that. Every year I have a garden. Like I'm on here showing people how to grow with hydroponics with water now. When you know what I mean? Grow.
But this you want? This is you, DJ Genesis. Yeah, I think this probably up from my phone. Let me drop.
All right, because I want to show y'all this. Okay, so hold on. Let me see if I can figure out how to show y'all this.
Yeah, don't dox yourself. But weed is relative to who is whether somebody got used for it or not. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
yeah, I agree. Because you
all
might
right,
see
so my
basil.
backyard. Can y'all see this?
Yeah, we could see you. Let me put
See
you in the
that?
summer jam.
Well, we see dark.
Y'all see this?
Kinda. Yeah.
That grew when I put plants into. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I looked it up and it was supposed to be like healthy or whatever this is.
Damn, all that shit came out of one pot.
Yeah.
If you can
Yeah,
get
but you got to go to the roots because I
can't see the leaves of it.
Yes,
I got
it
the
looks-
petals is
that
what's
don't look like
important.
no weed. That looked like a whole. Did you grow some basil or what did you grow? And I'll tell you exactly.
I put like all type of stuff in there, like different you know, I don't
Different
even know.
seeds.
I just seeds and stuff, and it turned out like
But
this.
DJ Genesis, I just want you to know one of them seeds grew that. You can't put
Yeah,
a
grew
bunch of
that.
different seeds and create a new plant. That's not how it works. You know.
Yes.
So it's not like that. It just made
Yeah,
itself.
that's
It's
not a
something.
hybrid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
because
don't work
what
that
you're
way.
talking about is a hybrid. That's not a hybrid. No.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
That's
Was you
one
trying
of
to
them
grow
seeds.
vegetables or some flowers?
Some vegetables.
No, that
So
looked like something like basil. Well, it's not basil. Leaves too small. Like thyme.
Cause see, I have a fig tree right here. That's a fig
And you
tree,
could probably use that for
and
seasoning,
I have
but I don't know what else you could use it for. You know
I
what
have
I'm
a
saying?
persimmon tree right here,
Mhm.
and some roses. And then I tried to make something over here, and that stuff. I was waiting for something to happen with it, and it turned into this. So, but I
Yeah,
looked it up online, and it was like that's supposed to be like some special thing. I don't know.
No, that's
It's supposed to be like good.
no.
Do
Yeah.
did you
Well,
do you
look
know the
further
name of
into
it? Have you
Yeah,
looked up the
yeah.
name of it and how do you grow it and
That's
what the
definitely not
seeds
a
look
weed.
like? You
That's a
might have
tree.
planted that by accident.
I don't know.
bonsai tree.
Weeds don't have stems like that, like branches.
Yeah, exactly. That looks
Like a
that looks
bonsai tree.
that looks more azalea.
That look like you could trim it and all of that shit. That
Yeah,
don't look like
exactly.
weed.
Yeah,
You know what
that
I'm
looks
saying?
more azalea like. I got
Genesis,
an
that
azalea
shit look
though.
like
I
you
looked it
need
up.
to
It
pull
said
it
it was
up.
a weed. It said it was a weed. It was a
Go
weed.
on and pull it out in the
Weeds don't
ground,
make
Genesis,
branches.
and start over. Get you some tomatoes and make sure
He
you see
said
tomatoes
start
on the
over.
path.
And you can't
Yeah,
just
that
throw
might be how it
seeds in one area and hope that they grow because some seeds will deplete the nutrients from the soil where other seeds won't grow or kill them. So you got to know where you're growing things, and they got to be so far apart because they will smother the other plants. So whatever it is, it probably kills the other stuff that you put down there.
Yeah. That's what most
That's
likely
not a
happened.
weed, though. That's definitely not a weed.
That's what most likely happened. There's no way you planting a bunch of seeds and coming up with a new plant. You know what I'm saying that's not how that.
That's what it looked like to me, like a whole new species or something. And I looked it up, and it was like it's supposed to help.
DJ Genesis, you got to get you some of these here. See that right there? Get you some stars.
Wait. Let me put you in the summer.
No. Well, did you start them from seed, or is that where you bought them?
No, I started from seeds.
Okay,
See,
yeah.
I went on Amazon.
Pretty
right
green
here,
is
see,
right,
these my
baby.
cucumbers. See my
I
cucumbers?
love cucumbers.
Yeah.
I have like eight different which cucumbers that I'm growing, and I have all the, I have thyme, basil, a couple of different basils. I'm doing watermelon and cantaloupe. I'm doing a couple of different watermelons, and then tomatoes. I have like 5 different tomatoes, lettuce, and stuff like that. It's too late for me to grow that because it's getting warm soon.
When you eat this stuff, when you eat your own stuff that you grow, that shit is a whole different level of feeling.
It's a whole different flavor, y'all. Right? Because you get the tomatoes when they ripen. Any tomatoes you buy in the store, they were green when they got taken off the vine. And then they ripen through the transportation and all of that, which means they're not the sweetest they can be. They was taken off the vine before they can get all that sweetness. But if you grow one tomato plant, I promise you, you will start at all them cucumbers. Them goddamn cucumbers are so goddamn good. Am I right, Frida Green?
Yes, you are. See how they start, volunteers. This for the soil that you just wet it and it puff up.
I got a video showing people how to do that, but guess what? There's a cheaper way to do that, Frida Green. Keep them cells, right? The little cells. Sometimes they come in 72 or whatever, and use a cotton ball. I show people how to get them plants growing with just a cotton ball. Put your seed on it and water. You don't even need that
Right.
soil.
That's
That
what
soil
we
that has no nutrients in it. It's worthless, really. So,
all right, so
it's just something for the roots to grab hold to, right?
When you started, like how Bomb said, it sprouts out faster. You know what I'm saying? And you could
Yes.
just put it in the soil after.
Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all what I did. All right, I'm gonna show y'all. You see this heaven's 10-year garden survival seed pack?
Yeah,
that's what I got. I got that. So I got that. Like the survival, and it's supposed to be all these vegetables and stuff, but it turned into that. So
yeah, because you didn't grow them right. You can't just grow them all in one bed.
I don't even think she planted that shit, bro.
You sprinkle some fiber powder.
She just throw that shit in the backyard.
I paid $59, and then
That look like what we use before we go work out. That look like a pre-workout job.
Right.
He throw that shit in the backyard to put some water.
I ain't gonna hold you, DJ Genesis. That shit that grow was gonna grow regardless. You ain't even planted that shit that's growing outside.
Nah,
That shit couldn't come from this.
Yeah,
it's supposed to have corn and tomatoes and.
That shit is not on that list. None that plant don't look like none of that shit.
No,
Hey, nah. But you know what's wild?
How many different thing of seeds is it?
How many seeds is it?
No, how many different types of seeds?
It's 25,000 non-GMO.
No. That's
no. How much different seeds
how many
you had?
different like tomatoes?
I don't know. I just put them into the thing and
Damn, they done rip you off. DJ.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to make some vegetables, and so I bought.
You just boiled.
So but this is not like it's non-GMO, and I paid like $60 for it, and then it turned out into that. So
yeah,
I don't
but
know.
what does non-GMO mean to you? Because it really don't mean nothing. Right?
It's not genetically modified. GMO,
Right.
genetically modified.
And they put that on everything because people think that means something to them. Doesn't mean much of nothing.
It means something a little bit, but it's misleading for the most part because a lot of them stuff is still genetically modified. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like what? You mean you talking about seeds?
Yeah, because like if somebody said, like Bomb is like if somebody said non-GMO corn. Corn is GMO in itself already. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like we made that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. The ones that won't say non-GMO are the ones they create, right? I want a watermelon that's gonna grow in my area, right? But a different watermelon, the regular watermelon from years and years and years ago won't grow in my area. I don't have enough growing time because it gets cold up here. So that's when they modify things so it can resist bugs and resist certain things, right? So we want those things, but you're right, it's misleading. So people think, oh, let me stay away from the GMO.
Yeah, a lot of the labeling is misleading. It's like when people say 100% juice. Like what the fuck is juice?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Juice don't mean it's 100% fruit, is 100% juice. And when you read the label, it got concentrate because they made juice. We make juice. Juice don't necessarily mean from a fruit. But one thing I would say, they even selling GMO seeds because even with bud, with people that grow bud and shit, they got a shit named autoflower seeds. You know what I'm saying? The seeds is pre-germinated, so it grows faster. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So yeah, and you're right about the juice. I told people that a couple of weeks ago, right? You go to buy apple juice and it says 100% juice, but it does not say 100% apple juice. It just says 100%. So they done mix grape juice and all kinds of shit in there, or like you said, from concentrate from other things, tomato juice and all, and added it and sold it to you. You know which one pissed me off? I was gonna sue their ass. It used to be called Simply Orange. I bought my kids growing up. Simply Orange is not even fucking orange juice, y'all.
Right, it's not. It's the way.
That is wild.
I should have sued the shit out of them.
I used to thought Sunny D was orange, but that shit don't even.
Oh, Sunny D.
No, if you eat an orange and you drink Sunny D, that shit do not even taste no way close to an orange.
Bro,
Exactly.
It's crazy.
I grew up with oranges in my yard, bro. We used to like go and grab them bitches, and my mama had that little thing that you just cut them in half and you squish it on it, and the juice fall down it.
Yeah, the squeezer.
Bro,
Yeah,
that's real orange juice. This shit you buy at the store, it don't come close.
man.
Tropicana now, Tropicana kind of come close, but
Hell
you
no.
still taste the water in the shit. It's too much water in it.
Yeah, Tropicana is it's concentrate, and it's nothing but water because they freeze it. So you're right though. It might be a little juice, right? And then by the time they freeze it, and now we got all these water particles in it, and it tastes watered down. It don't taste nothing like orange juice neither.
Right.
It don't taste nothing like orange. And what I was telling people, if you imagine buying orange juice for real, 100% orange juice, you know how many oranges that take to make that?
For real though. Because they take a bunch to make a glass.
Just to make the glass. So imagine buying a whole 2 liter or something like that. You're going to spend a lot of money on some shit like that.
If it was real,
If it was 100% juice.
That's why they got to cut it with the water. They got to get their profit from somewhere.
That is wild, bro. You know what's crazy? Sometimes you buy water and the water get ingredients on the fucking label, bro. Like that is crazy. Like, why do water get labels?
It's that
with
food
shit on
use
it?
shit. People be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I got the best water," and on it, it has some other, like you said, other things in there, right? But water's supposed to be water. People buying what is called, baby, in this area when we buy from Walmart when it's not spring water.
Purified.
It's purified water, which
Distilled.
means it's the water that's in your sink, y'all. That's all it means.
Right, right.
It's purified
Yeah.
water. Yes.
That purified water, I'll drink a couple bottles of that shit and still be thirsty. You know what I'm saying?
It just go through a couple of extra filters. That's it.
Yep.
No, it don't go through no extra filters.
Probably put something in it to purify it. Like they put some sort of chemicals in the shit to purify it. Because it's purified water. As a matter of fact, there's alkaline water, there's spring water, and there's purified. It's a bunch of different waters you buy when you go to the store.
Yep.
And don't forget about the still.
Yeah, you got distilled water.
Well,
What is called?
all of that.
Distilled
water.
Oh, distilled. So it's a distilled water, baby. Isn't that just?
It's just sink water that don't smell like it.
Look at this. Right now,
When they boil it?
Yeah, that's all.
Distilled water is just boiled water.
Yeah, just boiled water.
Yeah,
this, right?
distilled.
Watch this. I got this water, right? And right here is all the fucking ingredients, bro. Look at this shit right here. From here to
Since
here.
when did water have any extra ingredients
That's
besides
what I'm
like,
saying, bro. That's
like
what I'm
since
saying.
when, bruh?
Like they're trying to fuck us up in the name of
Hey,
preserving shit to make more bread, bro.
do you know what's so wild? Oh my gosh, I gotta say this. I shit y'all not. All right, because I like to like fake be funny. I like for the longest, I'm talking about since a teenager, I always had this joke where I said, one day I'm going to come up with the greatest invention. It's going to be called diet water. Who'd ever think?
People will buy that shit though. Just buy
No,
that.
but I'm saying, like, when I say diet water, it was a joke. The joke is nothing's in water. How do you make diet water? You know, like a diet Pepsi, less sugar,
Right.
less. So my point is, now that he's telling me all of this stuff is in water, that damn joke popped up in my head. That's crazy, bro.
That's what I'm saying. People will buy it because diet cola or soda, Pepsi. That shit is more harmful to people than the regular.
Shit. That's a fact.
It's all a trick, yo. And when they changed everything in our country to corn, high fructose corn syrup. That's why everybody got these bellies. Y'all even notice that even the people go to the gym and shit, they still be having that belly deposit in
You
their
know this thing, bomb? People be thinking is the fatty foods is the fucking sugar.
It's the sugar.
People put
We don't
sugar
do
in
sugar
everything they give us. Facts.
because our body don't know what to do with corn, right? Y'all know that, right? When you eat corn, when you use the bathroom, you look in the toilet, it's in there.
Yeah, we don't drain no nutrients from it. This is why our body let the shit out just like it come in, because we can't do nothing with it.
It came but everything in this country has that in it, corn in it. That's what they use as a sweetener in everything.
But see, hold on. But see,
corn syrup. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But Sister Bomb, when you say it's not as good, one argument can be made, because just as much as we say sugar isn't good for you, you know what else we found out that was giving all of us in particular cancer? Those pink packets of like Splenda and what's the other one?
Yeah, but
so the artificial sweetener that's supposed to be the diet version was found out to be just as worse.
But that's what's in the diet. So what I'm saying, sugar is good for you, right? Sugar
On certain levels, yes.
No. On all levels of sweetness, the most healthier thing, except that stevia, right, is a plant also. But corn, our body can't process. Sugar comes from sugar cane.
Do you mean agave?
Agave is also a plant.
Agave
Stevia,
is
they got
healthier than honey.
ones.
Yeah.
Right. Agave is honey.
And sugar cane is, you're right about sugar cane. We export a lot of sugar in back where I'm from. Sugar cane is where they make this sugar from.
Exactly.
And it's the difference between brown sugar and white sugar.
Well,
now they dyed it. Now they dyed the sugar, bro.
Yeah, they dyed
the sugar brown.
For real?
Wait.
Yeah.
Hell
No,
yeah.
no,
The best bet is to buy the sugar, the pure sugar.
No. Brown sugar is made because they add what's that brown syrup. So
molasses.
They add molasses and that would turn it brown. Okay.
But when it comes out the process though, it's not white though, Bomb.
What's not white?
The sugar. When they
it's brown, it's like a golden color.
When they squeeze the juice out the cane and they do the process of it, they bleach it at the end to make it white.
No, I agree. No, sugar has a very light tan color.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. So when they process it though, it turns white when they add something to it. So that's why you got to get natural sugar. And then there's this other bullshit that's, if you go and look at it, if you go look at the ingredients, you're going to see they added other things to it in order to make it last longer. That's what they add and all this shit.
Right.
To it.
The preservative.
Right.
Exactly.
And that's what turning it, and that's what make it bad also.
Right.
See?
Because
Police!
We're fantastic to the stage.
Yo, what up?
Yo.
What up, fantastic?
Y'all got it, man.
What
Hey,
about
what's
the honey? A lot of the honey, like organic honey, when you look at this, right? That bottle of honey with a bear in it, is that shit real or is that some bullshit?
No,
Yeah, that's fake. That's not honey.
No, that's not. No, honey's way thicker.
Yeah,
way thicker.
and very expensive in this country.
Yes, it is.
Raw honey and manuka honey is like you got to get like the non-processed shit. But honey is really good for you though. That's the only.
Yeah, it is good.
That's the absolute best sweetener for you to use because your body breaks it down in a different way. It causes a whole lot of other good stuff.
It
Real
helps
honey.
with sicknesses too, honey. Yeah, I heard them bees, baby. That's why they're trying to save them because you know they going extinct.
You know, bees are actually also real quick good for cancer treatment therapy. They're the buzzing. They're using that for actually treat cancer. Go ahead, fantastic. I ain't wanna. It just brought that. My bad.
No, I'm just in the convo. I got it. This is what I'm.
So the honey, so they cut in the honey, or is the honey just some new synthetic shit that they making? It's not even honey at all.
No. So yeah, most of it, like anything, is processed. Once you process it, it takes away a lot of the enzymes and shit from it, right? So you want it as natural and as raw as you possibly can get it, because then, like you I know down here, like down south, a lot you see people that actually sell the fresh honey or the real honey with the comb still in it. So you want shit like that because and it's a real good thing too for like allergies. So they tell you if you got like real bad allergies, instead of like Benadryl and shit like that, if you can get natural honey, raw honey from that area, your body will, because you make honey from the pollen. So you take some of the honey and it'll make your, you know what I'm saying, you get used to that pollen of that area and cut down on the allergies and shit.
So when they tampering with all this stuff, right? Because a lot of there's a lot of conspiracies like, oh, they trying to thin in the population and stuff like that, right? You think that is it, or they just adding preservatives so they could make more money by having the product longer? You know what I'm saying? Or they just probably cutting it to stretch it? Like, what's the main motive y'all think for all the synthetic shit?
It's both of them. You two process. So for them to make money and then at the same time, some eugenics type shit. So yeah, like you said, like I was talking about
eugenics, because they can't control who eating what. You know what I mean? And
I mean, they low key can, because especially if you put a lot of stuff on Snap, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't get real healthy shit using stamps. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, do y'all think that eugenics really exists? Because
they just don't buy that because it's cheaper. So you buy the cheaper shit that's got all of the artificial sweeteners and all the bad shit in it, and the fat and the trans fats and all the other shit.
That's only because they're lazy, right? Because you could buy the natural shit like I do when I was getting stamps, and I cook. Or you could go and buy this pre-processed bullshit that you throw in the microwave.
Exactly. So, that's what it is too. Everything's quick. So yeah, it's like that's why it's twofold, because most people are not cooking nothing. Nobody's buying raw chicken, raw beef, and cooking what's name. They getting the fucking, they getting the
ready-made patties.
DoorDash and Instacart and DoorDash.
That too. Yeah, and fucking I don't even know how that shit ever happened, man. We so fucking lazy. Motherfuckers won't even go get their own food now.
Hey, listen. Can I say something to that,
like
please?
that.
Please.
Fantastic.
I want to say something to that real quick.
Come here. They got cars. Why they don't just drive right there around the corner?
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now.
Because COVID started all that shit.
COVID did do that.
One thing growing up, right, to what even Brother Fantastic said, absolutely. I dread the day of thinking of a complete stranger bringing me my like tomatoes, bananas. Bruh, I gotta go there and touch and feel and smell and see. I shake watermelons and shit. Bruh, you don't understand. It's a whole process to buying produce and certain like bread. I don't know, nigga. I don't want you giving me the one from the front. Reach in the back where they fresh.
Right.
Shells.
But
like, let's be for real, dog.
Listen,
I don't want I gotta go get my own stuff, bro.
If I'm picking up your Instacart,
right? We don't
eat this bomb. If I'm taking somebody's Instacart,
you're not gonna take the time.
No, I'm trying to get as much as I can, as much Instacarts as I can. So people snatching the first
so
thing.
this is my thing though, black people, right? We don't eat from just anybody, and yet we do, right? We allowing anybody to go grab our food, bring it to us. We don't know who cooking it in these restaurants. We don't know what they're doing to the food before we, right? Why are we doing that? That shit is dangerous.
That's why we look at the reviews. See how much stars they got.
I saw a video where a man was
I think it's convenience though. You gotta You got to remember, bomb. A lot of people, a lot of young people is the people who's doing that shit, and a lot of young people is on some convenience shit. I ain't even gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying?
But convenient from it's not like they in between jobs and they gotta hurry up and grab it. They want to sit at home and be on YouTube or video games instead of making sure that their food.
You know why I do it? I do it. Okay. The reason why I do it is I know if I walk into Walmart or Kroger and try to buy something, I'm gonna go in there wanting to spend $20 and I'm gonna end up coming out with like $300 groceries thing.
That is irresponsible because I ain't gonna hold you having them deliver your shit. You gotta spend more bread, and plus they're gonna pick the beat up bananas, the beat up watermelon. They're gonna pick you
Yep.
Because the store put that shit at the front. The store put that shit in front to get rid of that shit.
They don't have to get it from the front. They don't get it from the store. They have their own like Instacart and all those things have a
they don't. They go around and shop just like you
have a whole
would shop.
section for them. They got a whole section for them now. At least where I'm at in the DMV, it's a whole section. When you go in the grocery store, it's like all these shelves with pre-ordered bags, just like DoorDash or whatever, whatever, to pick up your groceries. So your order for everything you want is on a shelf with everybody else's order, and they just get it one by one.
Police!
But they got all the stuff out the regular store though, right?
Yeah, they go.
Yeah, no. It's in that store. It's just they go
okay.
pick all your stuff and they put everybody's bag on there. That's all it is.
What's up, everybody?
I heard that they have an actual their own warehouse where they get the
Hell no, girl. That's at the regular store. All these places don't have no warehouses. Walmart. What warehouse in Walmart?
What's up, everybody? Hey, I want to say real quick, y'all got to stop with this selective outrage bullshit, y'all. Y'all be out here raw dogging sex, acting like y'all care about what the fuck y'all eat. Y'all got to stop this shit.
Bro,
We was having a great conversation. Beautiful. Great conversation. And here it comes.
Angry Man was just talking about the nigga shit, bro.
Nah, fuck that. Y'all don't even care about AIDS no more. Like HIV.
I mean, I robbed dog a rose. I don't even have sex. I robbed dog a rose. Okay, I robbed dog a rose.
Who was that?
No. Sis. Let him.
Wait, what?
Let him talk himself to sleep.
Nah, you know what's crazy though, man? Like the new niggas, they really own that shit, bro. A nigga said that shit like last month, and I was like, nigga, what?
A nigga said to me, I could just go take prep. I said, what?
Yeah, I said, what?
Nah, that is insane. That
That's a woman who thought she had. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to real quick. Hey, Witch Doctor, I'm telling you, like the young motherfuckers and shit, bro, and motherfuckers where this shit is, bro, they just like, hey, yeah, I'll take the pill shit or
You know why though? It's fantastic. They ain't seen them commercials we seen growing up, and they ain't seen them pictures that they showed us in school. That's why.
I agree.
They don't give
I
a
hit
fuck.
the wall. I got a rose. I hit the wall. Okay, there we go. Rose.
I mean, all these chicks got roses. I wish I could have invested.
Hey, I was just DJ. That's wild. I was just gonna say pull that up.
I saw a video just recently where the young woman was told that she had an STD, which was I think herpes. She was more afraid when she thought she had herpes, but it was false, right? A false negative. But then she got told the next 6 months later that she was HIV positive, and she had no concern at all. She wasn't even worried.
Yeah, she said, "Oh yeah, you can still have kids. You can still do this. You can still do." I'm like,
no,
still
bro.
do what?
Witch Doctor, you got to do a show on this shit, bro, because there was a woman in an interview talking about, one, they don't want to disclose it because it's undetected, and she smiled. I was like, yo. What do you mean undetectable? Like, I guess that's what that prep shit does. Is like, so it goes undetected. Like, you got to do a show on this shit. Like, these women are really not only women. You know, niggas ain't gonna say shit. These women are really online talking about, I can't believe this man didn't want to date me only because I had HIV. What? Man, y'all
nobody never. Nah, she ain't sitting. Nah, that's not.
I'll put it on everything. I'll put it on everything. It was a street interview where
I got it. I got it right here.
I don't make none of this shit up.
I'm about to share you fantastic.
Yeah, listen, I
don't make none of this shit up.
We believe that some people said that, right? Just like the man who was just giving it away, right? He positive and he having all these sex with OnlyFans women, right?
Yeah. You talking about Gucci the third leg or something.
Yeah, third leg.
He didn't have HIV.
He had herpes. Right?
No. He got found out. He was slinging that dirty D. No, I did a whole 2-part series on his ass.
Yeah, he had herpes, right?
Yeah, he was slinging dirt. Yeah. He got found out. He was saying he was supposed to be he's in the industry, and he found out to be dirty. And the one chick, she was real mad because she did a film with him, and he burnt her during the whole
Yeah,
process.
talking about sexy red baby father.
No.
Or ex or something like that.
You can't be in the industry if you're dirty.
But see,
right?
but
That's
see,
why
They all got it. Everybody in the
fucking
industry
me
got
up.
the herpes. All the
But
people
Bob,
in the industry got the herpes.
Is this it?
Yeah,
this is it right here. Yep.
In Atlanta for love.
Don't use dating apps in Atlanta.
Why?
Bad idea. The last time I did, I used.
Wait a minute.
Okay. And can I just say his name? KP.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know. We went out a couple times. He's checking in on me on Mother's Day, telling my mother Happy Mother's Day.
Yo, mom.
My mom.
You don't have a kid, do you?
No kids. Oh. He was telling my mother Happy Mother's Day.
How long was y'all talking at that point?
It was a couple months.
That's still love bombing, but okay.
Talk that tea. Fast forward, I'm asking, hey, are we gonna hang out at your place? Whatever. He's like, yeah, but you have to be okay meeting my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. And I disclosed my HIV status to everybody, so he already knew that, right? He's never said a problem or anything. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever.
Wait. Because you equals you.
What?
You heard what you said?
That was random as hell.
I know
bro.
this woman, and this is not saying what y'all claim that it's saying.
You're not listening. She literally.
How was it not? No. Bomb.
No, y'all
How was
said,
it not?
y'all said that she said that he was mad because.
Let the video play.
But I know this woman, so I know that. I know this.
You know this lady.
You don't know nothing because you're wrong. The video
First
ain't
of all,
playing.
I said I know this woman. I have not seen this skit, but I know.
Okay, it's not a skit, but whatever it is, you hadn't seen it, so you don't know.
Okay. he tells all the men her status. I know how she got it. I know everything because I know her.
Okay, well, you didn't heard this part, so let it play
Okay,
out,
so I'm
man.
saying it's a skit. Go ahead.
Well, if you know, how's it skit if you
How's
know
it
she
a
got
skit?
HIV?
Right? What the fuck?
Go ahead. Finish saying.
Oh my god.
Bomb Cherry was on stage.
Okay,
She was holding the camera.
Get your status. So he had money. Okay, he used to play basketball. He traveled around to different places. So he said he had girls in different states where he stopped and stuff. So I just had to be cool with meeting his girlfriend in this state.
Okay. So did she know about you?
He said all the girls know about each other, but he said I was crazy for thinking anything else more romantic because he said he could never date someone with HIV.
Bomb.
What the
and yet they dated.
Yeah,
right?
And he was like all narcissistic.
And yet they dated, right?
They didn't date. They never dated. She thought they were dating.
See, you
The
just
nigga
missed what she just said.
How do she think they're dating?
You
Tell
just
me
missed
how
what
do
she
you-
just
She's
said. You
delusional.
keep talking. She
Listen.
said he was
I'm so confused.
narcissistic. He said.
Yeah,
She
tried to
said.
blame him. The
She
nigga-
just
the
said
nigga
he was
blamed-
narcissistic.
Yeah,
You're not listening,
the nigga
Bob.
basically was
I
like he ran into her on the dating site, like he said. For 2 months they talked. She never said what talking was. It was just cool or whatever. He kept the bitch at arm's length because she got that motherfucking die slow.
Okay, so just my question. Let's go with what you. I'm not saying you're wrong. But why do you know that she got it because she tells everybody, and then you keep talking to her? The why?
Because Bomb,
He probably didn't want to be that.
Right?
No,
Because
he
they got
probably
that
didn't want to be a
prep and these
dickhead.
men
Well,
don't care.
Bomb, he can still be cordial and nice to the girl.
Right. Exactly.
He's just being a friend. She's a friend. He put a bitch in a friend zone as he
Oh,
should.
they friends. Not so. Wow.
She thinking is more. She
This
thinks
is my
she
point.
told
My
you.
Mom
point-
thinking is
my
more.
point is not
That's
that y'all
it.
wrong. My point is, remember what y'all said before y'all brought this up. Y'all said that they don't care about no diseases. They don't care. They get the prep, right? They've been doing that
Okay.
for a while.
My point was on this video right here. She said
Listen.
he was a narcissist. You missed that last
I
part.
did hear that.
That was the
Okay,
last
we
part.
know-
They're trying to say
don't-
that
and
she
don't-
bomb.
and
They're
don't
trying to
conflate-
say
don't
that
conflate it.
bomb. They're trying to say she got the nerve to call somebody a narcissist for not rocking with that shit. You know
Worried
what I'm
about
saying?
his health.
Exactly.
Yeah, for
Exactly.
saying no, bitch, you got HIV. No, you can't get this dick. No, ma'am.
And this ain't the only video. There's a whole John Rohn TikTok. It's a whole
Right.
thing. These chicks,
I'm not
like
disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with what y'all saying about that.
It's a genre on TikTok
What
about.
it's
I am
a lot of
saying,
genres, but
what
anyways,
I am
yeah, it's
saying
a lot
is
of bullshit
that
on TikTok.
this woman, right? She speaks out a lot, and there's a lot of men dating her. Remember when y'all, I think you the first one that said it. They do not care if they got HIV anymore. They got PrEP. They just want
YNs,
to fuck.
yes.
So they'll take the PrEP. They'll also take chances, and then if they get it, they don't be caring.
Okay, yeah, but
That's literally
That's all I
young
was
niggas.
saying.
yeah,
There's
okay,
a lot
yeah,
of niggas out here like
you
that.
said
Yeah.
something different. So
Yeah.
no, so Bon, that's what I'm saying. We ain't talking about them niggas though. We talking about the nigga that got some sense. So we talking about this situation. So I think you're right though. So you are bringing up a good point as to where a lot of niggas, especially in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, don't give a fuck. So she can get dick if she want it. She said, "Hey, I got whatever, but I'm undetectable." Them niggas like, "Hey, give me one of them pills too, and we good to go." Probably raw. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is violent.
Exactly.
I ain't gonna hold you. A nigga from this space did the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call no names and shit.
Yo, that's crazy.
They admit it.
Oh, y'all know who? Y'all know who we talking about?
He did it on purpose.
He said he
That
knew
man
she
did
had
it
an
on
STD and he
purpose.
still
The
fucked.
man says only the clapper. You know what I'm saying? Fuck
Yeah,
it.
We know
he
y'all
wanted
know
to
who we
see what
talking
it was
about.
like.
That's
There's
crazy.
a man on my panel who said it's all you got to do is go get shots. So he
Yeah, man,
he
that's
the one that
crazy,
told
man.
me
Nah,
that if
nah,
it gets
man.
something, you get black dots in your hands. I was
What?
like,
Black dots on your hand.
Like
That's
that
how
in
you
your
talk.
hand.
Yeah,
That sound like
Not
syphilis.
no damn STD, baby. There ain't no STD that do that.
That's
Yeah,
syphilis. That's
That's some
syphilis. That's
different
not.
shit.
That's not.
Nah,
either
ain't that-
syphilis,
Fungal
either
infection.
syphilis or herpes. You get black
No,
dots
you
on
die.
your
No,
hand.
your
That's
ass is
syphilis.
black
That's
dots my
syphilis.
ass. No.
Yeah,
And this, I ain't gonna
syphilis.
lie to y'all. This is just as bad as TRANNYs talking about your what is it called?
You're
Homophobic.
phobic. You're no, not you're phobic. That phobic.
Yeah. You're
What
you're
That's
phobic
gonna be the
because
new LGBTQIAD AIDS.
Yeah, I'm phobic. I'm definitely scared.
no, they say you're phobic because but you have sex with I am a woman. No, you're fucking delusional.
Yeah,
Y'all gotta stop this shit. Let me stop.
yeah,
My
I'm
bad, my bad.
phobic like a
And why?
motherfucker.
And what? And what's wrong with being?
Now y'all
Wait a
bringing
minute.
up
Wait a
all
minute.
the
You know what's
Y'all
fucked
know
up?
Sydney
You
Star.
know what's
My bad.
fucked?
Go
Wait a
ahead.
minute. Wait a minute, Unc man. You know what's fucked
been
up? If somebody got a phobia and you still it's like you victim blaming, you victim shaming. So you're gonna shame me for having a phobia, for having a fear.
That's
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
That's real.
That's crazy, bro.
Any
For
kind of
real
way. They
though.
said Sydney Star was on, I forget his name, podcast talking about he, she, whatever the fuck you want to call him. Used to tuck the balls and meat, and the dude would never know.
He
Now get
told
the
the
fuck
story.
out of
Yeah, he
here.
thought which is actually it's definitely bullshit.
Get
But
the
a lot
fuck
of
out
men
of
was
here.
over there with
Every
sickness.
time you we
Whoa,
do it from the
whoa,
back.
wait, what?
Y'all gotta stop this shit.
Yeah, man. Listen, listen, bro. I'm not believing no nigga that's hitting a nigga that still got his meat attached. Now, if you hit a motherfucker that got the full transition kit where they done cut everything off, nigga, halfway you got it. Hey, you don't. Hey, you know what I mean?
Fantastic. Hey, fantastic. I don't think I've
women.
ever fucked a chick and not just felt down there. You know what I'm saying? Just
My ass,
you know what
bro.
I'm
I
saying?
ain't never,
Like
bro,
stroke the
I've
clit type
never,
shit.
bro. Oh man, I've never not seen a bitch whole body back to front before I put dick in her,
Flat the
bro.
fuck out. Flat the fuck out.
Fantastic.
You crazy as
Ever.
fuck. No,
Ever.
baby, we
You
ain't
gotta
finna do
reach
double no.
back. You gotta
We ain't
reach
starting
back.
everything with the lights off, goddamn it. I need to see what the hell I gotta inspect. I gotta
That's
inspect
because
that
you a
pussy first.
Scorpio, goddammit.
Yeah, I
Hey,
gotta
but have
inspect
y'all
that pussy first. The bitch get
have
one
y'all
hair
ever
bump.
had a girl that only want to give y'all head?
Yeah, of course.
No, I never. I never.
It
I never
always
had
it
it.
always
That's a
turn
good
into
one.
something else.
And yeah, always turn into sex. It always do turn to
But
sex.
Hey,
what I'm saying is, you know, the
listen.
girls that only get head don't be the
That's the
girls.
appetizer.
Nah.
But
The last time I heard that was in high school. That's it. Yes, in high school, not as a
Boy,
grown ass
Not
man, my
grown
G.
women.
No.
Most
Yeah,
grown women
it was
before
two
they
or three
get their
chicks.
pussy, before they
right,
get their
only
back blown
head.
up.
Yeah, exactly.
You better
Right.
check. You better
I ain't
feel
gonna lie, it
first
was
Cause
two,
then
three
be like,
chicks I
what's in it
fucked.
for them? Don't get me wrong. Some chicks do get wet from giving you head, but most of the chicks could be like, what's in it for me? I'm just
What's in it
giving
for
you some
me?
top. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
my turn.
But what I'm
I had
saying is, you'll get some head before you do all that touching and feeling and shit. So you might have got some head, and then
Man,
you
we already
felt it.
did
You
it.
like, oh
No, wait. So she fully clothed while you getting head, Both y'all fully clothed. So you pulled
Hell
your meat
no.
out the zipper.
No,
You're
no,
diabolical.
baby.
This
Yeah,
nigga's
they be in the
diabolical.
car
Hey,
doing
Wait a
it.
minute. So
get
you ain't never
mad.
got no head while you were driving, man?
Fully clothed for my bitch. Yes. From a strange bitch. No. I already fucked. That's just mandatory. I'm about to
Which
fuck
doctor? Can
first.
you play that video I just sent you on IG?
Is it relevant
Hell
to the
no. You are
conversation?
diabolical, and I'm still got my
Yes,
pants
it
pulled down
is.
halfway down, and then I'm still rubbing on that pussy. What we talking about? Road dome. I'm still rubbing on the pussy. What we talking about?
It was trick when he was
I
talking about
got
that.
to sex so quick. I don't know. We was talking about health.
Oh,
There.
that one with Trick.
I want
Oh,
to
I
hear
love
what
this
Mr.
one.
Fantastic.
No.
Man,
Don't
play
be
the one with
surprised.
Trick.
Don't be surprised.
Give me
Look at
Man,
who
Don't blame
came
it on me,
up.
Bomb. It was the topic.
Man,
Don't be
It was in
surprised.
the topic, Bomb. Don't. No, I ain't just start talking about the pussy now.
No, I didn't say you. I said I wanted to
No,
hear
not
you
you.
talk about food. Like we was talking about food and medicinal things. I thought you was coming up to help with that.
Oh
That's
no,
what
I'm
we
the
want to
king
hear
of
more about.
derailers.
Now we
Yeah,
on
Got off on the
some
side. We
sex shit.
sidetracked. We can move back to it.
I'm talking about fake outrage. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, they trying to kill us and shit like that, but I'm just saying,
That's Unc Man
don't act
fault.
like y'all. I'm just saying,
It
don't act
is
like y'all mad about the
100%.
food when y'all out here raw dogging shit. One night
Unc
stand
man,
and
why
shit
you
like that.
Unc man, why you
Don't
brought the
act like y'all care
sexual
about your body.
Unc man,
I
why
didn't-
you brought the sexual deviancy
Exactly.
to the
Unc Man
conversation?
definitely
Because
freak
this is
ass.
selective outrage. It's
Freaky ass
selective.
Unc Man start
Y'all
talking about
act,
dick and pussy.
y'all
What's
act like
wrong
y'all
with
care about
But
the
selective
you're the only
outrage,
one
though?
yo.
outraged by it, Unc Man.
Don't act
What's
like
wrong
y'all
with
mad about
You're
selective?
the
food when
only
y'all raw
one,
dogging hoes.
bruh.
What's
Nobody
wrong with
You,
said
selective outrage? Aren't we
bruh, you the
select
only
a
one
lot
who
of shit
came
in
up
our
here
life, bro?
outrageous. You
I'm the
We do
came
king
that
up
of
with a lot of
derailers.
shit.
outrageous.
I'm the king of the derailers, so you know what I'm saying? I gotta do my thing, you know what I'm
I
saying? You
mean,
know what
we
I'm saying?
always select some shit we like, some shit we don't like. So
I'm just being real with it when I'm saying it's borderline selective. Yes, they're trying to kill us. All this bullshit of food. Y'all don't even know
Bruh, you
I didn't say nobody was trying to kill us.
how many millions of pounds of food we waste a year because the food in stores, they want everything to look symmetrical
but you just
and
started
perfect.
complaining about vagina.
Okay, what was that got to do with what I was just
What
saying?
are we
What
doing?
that got to do with?
Wait, what?
See how you just derailed it? See how you just did that?
Aunt
Because I
say
was going
that
back to the
pussy gonna
food.
kill you faster than the food.
I'm just saying, that's my only point. Y'all out here raw dogging shit, and y'all mad about some
Hey,
tomatoes. What
Bro,
the
you
fuck?
Not
literally
y'all,
make
I
the
don't
Aunt
know
you
who
man. Not
y'all
literally
y'all,
are.
Aunt
changed
man.
the
I'm
whole I
on
just
lockdown,
realized
man. I'm
you
on
literally
lockdown.
changed the whole conversation, bro. That was
I can't
insane.
even grow
Unc
tomatoes.
that vegan out here
My
eating
garden is full
groceries.
of
That's all
weeds
it
or
is.
some kind of weird thing.
You
You
that
could
vegan
grow
that
some
eat the
nice
groceries,
tomatoes,
ain't
girl.
you?
You have a nice yard over there. What area are you in?
I only eat
Terrible.
it when it's must.
Texas.
Oh hell yeah, girl! You, Jesus Christ, you got a longer growing year. You could grow
Right.
shit. I can't even grow. You could
Lord
grow
G.
like them plum trees. I can't do over here, right? Unless I get a GMO, something they modify with that can handle the cold weather. You could grow apples and
Bomb.
oranges
Hey,
and
Bomb.
Look, clearly, I can't grow nothing because when I put that in there,
yeah, because you did that shit wrong. You can't just grow
Yeah, you
everything
need some
in
different
one.
fertilizer. You need different
Hey,
fertilizer.
Bomb.
Hey, Bomb. I'm
Uh-huh.
not gonna lie to you. Get a greenhouse. Shut the
Man,
fuck
please,
up.
bruh. No, please,
Get a
bro. No,
greenhouse.
because
You'll
you
be
like really,
surprised how warm it is in there. Get a greenhouse
yeah,
if you
bro.
want to grow
Okay.
food all year.
What
Get a
does a
greenhouse.
greenhouse do?
It is or a high wind tunnel. It's so warm in there, Bomb.
Listen,
You'll be
but
so
I
surprised.
live in areas where it snow. It's still cold outside.
Yeah,
It's
I'm in
still cold.
Ohio. I'm trying to tell you. I'm in Ohio. I got a video with one
Okay,
that the USDA
I can
trying to
only
give us.
grow, but I can't grow everything in the greenhouse.
Nah,
I
you
don't know
The
can.
about.
greenhouse is a
Yeah, I
good
don't
idea. I'm
know.
not saying it's
You
not, but
can't.
can.
You
you gotta
low
have
key
You
heat.
can.
can.
You low key
Yes, you
You
can.
gotta put heat in that
If you have the
motherfucker.
right
Once you got the right
fertilizer,
substrate
No,
and
you
the right,
can.
yeah.
yeah.
If you
You
got the
can.
right fertilizer, it's warm
Mm-hmm.
enough in there. I'm telling you. It was maybe
Listen,
12
I,
degrees in
I don't
Ohio.
know who y'all think y'all talking to. What the hell y'all talking about, right?
Bomb, I'll
It
send you
don't
the
matter if
video.
you in
I got a
Ohio.
video.
They
I'll
got
send it to
certain
you.
things you still fucking can't grow in certain weathers,
Yeah,
even in
certain
the
areas, certain
greenhouse.
climates,
No,
certain
but
climates. Yeah,
That's right, and I don't know why people acting
yeah,
like, oh no, bomb, you just need a fertilizer.
But
yeah. It's gonna
bomb, you
be.
could
It's
create.
certain
You probably
fertilizer.
can't grow it in
Yeah,
bulk,
create the
bomb, but you could
environment.
create your own. Facts, you could create your own environment.
You can.
Yeah,
What y'all
Get
think
some.
about like collecting rainwater?
Get
I'm
some.
not
If
talking
it
about
if it needs
just
to
a
be
small greenhouse.
needs
Y'all
to be
talking about
warmer,
big
get a heat
ass.
lamp.
yeah,
Yes,
but it's
that's
not
right. I
just.
gotta get heat,
What,
right?
what y'all think
Yeah,
about
No.
collecting rainwater. Y'all
I'm
think
saying
that's
if
a
you
good
need
idea?
warmer weather, get a heat lamp.
No, I
It-
agree.
it-
But still,
I
still
gotta
it's
go.
not
I'm
just
trying to tell you how warm
not
a
just the heat.
greenhouse
Yeah,
is.
but
It's not just the heat though. It's not just the temperature. It's actual
I'm just
sunlight.
saying because she.
that's
Okay, I
Yeah,
right.
got you.
you
I
do,
got you. I
but the
got you. I
thing
got
is,
you.
though, but you
Yes,
could buy
UV.
grow
You can
lights, though.
manipulate that
You could low
with
key get the
with the
grow lights.
fluorescent. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
UV.
Grow light. I already got grow lights in my house.
Yeah,
She
but
just talking. She
Y'all
not
saw y'all
listening.
growing
Hey, let me
something over
hold a
there in
couple of them
different
bitches. I
vegetables.
need
What
to
you
grow
growing,
up.
Bomb? Hold on, Bomb. What you growing over
Hold
there,
on, we
bro?
That's what I'm
talking
saying,
about
boy.
Come on now.
I've been showing people how to do
we not
gardening.
talking
You
about
acting like
vegetables
I
no
don't
more.
grow
We
up
talking about
garden. I
something
know
else.
exactly what the fuck I'm doing.
Mom, I
Not
got
only
some
that, but I'm growing
seeds,
Hey, she be
Mom.
on that
hydroponics.
chronic. This makes so much sense now. She be on that
Mom, I'ma
chronic.
send you them seeds with them lights, goddamn it.
You growing them in the house, like that ain't even how you grow
Any
I
vegetables.
know how
first of
you growing
all,
them in the
the only
house is not the
things you could
best though.
grow in
Nothing
a
can be.
house, the only things you first of all, the only things you could grow in the house is greens, right? Because you don't need pollination, right? So do y'all you not understand that I can't grow watermelons in the winter up here? Right?
yeah,
Because there's
that,
no fucking bees that gonna take care of my cucumbers and all of that. So what are you talking about?
I don't think you need
Bomb.
bees to
Terrence
do that,
Howard
bro.
be
What the
growing
fuck are you talking
watermelons
about?
on top of
Unless
his
I'm
house.
gonna
What
do
the
some
fuck?
automatic
Let me look this up.
pollinating myself by hand.
Let me see
You
this
can
shit.
buy bees.
Huh?
People
Now I
sell
gotta
bees.
buy these. Now you
No
have to
The
bullshit.
fuck?
That's
satisfy
how
me.
they do. They sell you. You can buy some bees. I'm dead ass.
Boy,
It's
I'm gonna
these
wild.
buy
niggas,
these and I'm
They
gonna just
sell
put it in a
bees.
cold ass greenhouse, right?
them
And
bitches
I
go
got
down
some
there in the
wasps. You
snow.
want some wasps? I got like some wasps right outside my
Mom, you
door.
gotta buy the bees some
you
jackets and
can't do walk.
everything, goddamn
Somebody done sold her
The
some
moment I walk
bullshit.
out
What
that bitch, they attacking. I got a
the
bunch of
hell?
wasps and all bees, all that stuff right
Well, you
outside my
need
door.
wasps. I think they pollinators too.
All right,
Worms.
they say
Not as much.
bomb. They said most plants can be grown in a greenhouse, but there are a few right that don't do well, and this is like because they're nearly impossible to grow in that environment, right? They say like oak, pine, maple. You know what I'm saying? Like some desert cactus. They got
Coconut.
what is this? What you say,
Wait a
bro?
minute. Are you
Coconut.
talking about a greenhouse
Coconuts,
that
some
I would
apples.
buy, or are you talking about just a greenhouse? Because remember, he's telling me that I can create a greenhouse.
Oh my
So,
God, y'all try to win arguments so bad.
dude,
Y'all be killing
greenhouses.
conversation.
These people are,
Okay,
growing.
okay, I apologize, Bomb Cherry. There's
These
certain
people are
things that
growing
you
their
can't do.
Nah,
marijuana
you asked for
indoors.
that
That is a
energy, Unc man.
greenhouse.
You
Yeah,
asked
you
for that
right. You
energy
right.
when you came up, my nigga. Go ahead, take your lick, my nigga. Take
I
your
take
lick. Go
my
ahead,
L. I
bomb.
take
Go ahead,
my
bomb.
L. I'm on
Crying
mute.
now.
I'm on
Well, I
mute.
can't grow no things in my house because in Texas they just like made it outlawed. You can't even sell CBD.
What?
You can't
You
even
said
sell
CBD.
CBD. Nope.
Nah,
You said.
see,
You
you
know,
can't. Some states you can't just sell CBD. You got to
not
go
in
through the
Texas.
workshop.
I
You
mean,
got
I
to go
thought you
through
were
the
about to say a
workshop and
vegetable.
be
You went to
authorized to
CBD.
sell
Not
Come
that.
on,
no.
man.
Texas
I
just like
know
made
she
a
went
law.
to
You
read
can't
and
even go.
shit.
You can't even go into like the gas station to get CBD oil or nothing like that.
Oh wow.
They just passed a
Damn.
new law. No CBD.
Oh, they want to control that market,
Oh, they
huh?
want to. They listen. There's too many people like that. They pulling over for weed. It smells like weed up in here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Hey, it took me 45 days to clean my system out. I had to take a whatever kind of course, whatever ASAP was SAP. They said weed is 212% more potent these days than it was 10, 15 years ago. That
Yes,
shit
I
Damn
y'all be
believe
right.
that.
smoking,
It
you know,
is. It's all
Damn.
now
synthetic.
now look,
Damn right.
one last
It's
sentence.
all synthetic.
Hmm.
You think it's all synthetic?
Yes, majority of, like you said, the majority of the weed now is been synthetic. It's been genetically modified and
Yeah, yeah,
genetically
GMO.
manipulated.
Yes, I agree
Yeah,
with
and
that
the
part
majority of
because they're
bud in
mixing
But
shit.
that's not
dispensaries.
synthetic
Wait,
though.
wait a minute. The majority of bud
Yeah, I
in
thought that was a little different.
dispensaries is hybrids, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Like like
but
we mixing two plants together and
right.
create like
Yeah,
some shit is half sativa, half indica. A lot of
yeah.
these shit is medical, but we just on
that's why I
medication
say
all the
that's why I
time.
say it's synthetic because you still
Okay.
you're manipulating the structure of the shit. So I'm not saying synthetic as in like whatever, but I'm saying like when you genetically modify some shit to the point of where you're mixing different strands, you're mixing different shit for it to even they looked at the point of where for so certain different types of weed or whatever, right? Or cannabis, right? Cannabinoids.
Mm.
It supports or it attacks certain parts of your brain. So what they
Mm,
did is
wow.
they multiplied the shit and they added the fucking, like you said, they crossbreed the strains to where it gives you more of the dopamine and more of the fucking reaction in your brain activity to get you fucking hooked on it. The biggest fucking junkies out here,
Wow.
weed heads, bro. Weed
Nah,
mother
you know what, bro? People
weed heads.
turning weed into some bro.
Yeah, you not
People
finna
turn
diss
weed
the
into
weed,
hard
goddamn
drugs.
Mr. Fantastic. We not
I
gonna let you
listen,
get
brother.
away with
No,
that.
no, wait a minute, wait a minute. Free the green. They turning weed into some hard drug type
Yeah,
shit because
it really
that
is.
dab shit, bro. Like that's too
That's
concentrated,
crazy.
bro. That shit is too
crazy.
concentrated. You feel like your lungs about to come through your mouth, bro. That shit.
Yeah,
is
but
crazy.
it ain't just.
I hate
But you
that
got to
shit.
think about the
Coughing and
process
shit.
of the dab, though. They using butane and shit like that to
Yeah,
extract
you can
that
smell
shit
it.
from
But
it. So
still,
all of that's
but
still in it,
Freddie
though.
Green, naturally, we would not have weed that concentrated,
I
bro.
just
In
want some
wax
regular
and,
weed.
bro,
Hey,
you know how
feel
much,
me,
you
Bob?
know how
Not
much
Reggie
weed,
back in the day. I
you know how
swear to
much.
God, that shit was
Wait
so
a
much.
minute, wait a minute. You know how much bud, you know how much
I ain't never
bud you
smoked
gotta
weed
press.
before.
Wait a minute, bomb. You know how much bud you gotta press to get 1 gram
oil.
of wax, bro?
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's too much bud, bro. That's
But
drugs, nigga.
But you don't need
but
that
look at
much.
this. Look
Here's
at
the
this.
question though. Why does weed not smell like it used to smell back in the 70s? It smells like
I swear to
skunks
God.
and like
That's
disgusting
exactly what I was
smell.
about to
Yeah,
say.
just
Hey, look.
concentrated. It's gonna
Hey,
smell
look.
like
They
weed.
Hey,
manipulated
look.
and they
Witch doctor.
concentrated on this thing.
You know what's crazy is your car has filters and shit like that. I'm not saying it's the greatest, but why can I smell what you're smoking 2 cars ahead? That shit, the shit y'all smoking,
Oh
that shit
my
is crazy,
God,
bro.
2 cars
My
and 3 cars
I'm
my
telling
ahead.
you,
windows
it's
my
strong.
windows are
Damn.
rolled up and I still can smell that shit 2 cars away.
Oh
Yo,
man, you smoking it too, nigga. You just had to take a
No, not no
45
more.
day break.
I only know, but see, in my defense, I used it to lose weight. See, my body is different. I know what I need to do to lose weight. I lost
Even
40
if you do
pounds.
that to lose weight,
I
you
lost
smell like
40
a whole
pounds.
weed scent.
It don't matter,
I lost
nigga. You
40
still
pounds in 2
smoke
months
this.
just from
Man, why
smoking
we
weed.
can smell the liquor coming through the panel?
that's crazy.
I'm driving.
That is crazy.
Nah, I'm at work right
No,
now. I ain't trying.
listen, that weed, that weed smells.
Y'all gonna stop trying to make weed sound like it's crack. We
No,
is not gonna
I'm
do
it
that.
trying.
smells
No,
like
Swear
they
to
trying
God.
to
No,
make,
no,
bro.
no.
They
Swear to
trying to
God, bro.
make it into crack,
it
bro.
smells
I'm telling
That's
you,
terrible,
why you
bro.
bro.
just
It
smoke the
smells.
flower, leave
Why does
that
it
vape
not
shit
smell like
alone,
sweet?
leave
It
the wax
smells. It
alone,
smells.
leave the moon rock alone, leave all
That moon
that
Right,
rock.
bro.
bullshit
Ooh,
alone.
that moon
They
rock.
have this stuff
Ooh.
called
What is
gorilla
moon
snot.
rock?
It smells like hell on wheels. It's called gorilla snot or
Just
something.
smoke the flower and you be good.
It
That's it.
smells like hell
Keep
on
it
Like you
old
can't even
school.
you
wheels.
can't even enjoy your weed these days because you cough so much. Like that shit, it's not
Exactly,
even enjoyable.
bro.
They
I'm
call
They
telling
them
you,
say,
out.
"Oh
bro.
no, that's a good thing." They say that's a good thing. You coughing? Oh, that's some good weed right there. I'm like, nigga, I just want to relax and hit this shit and just chill. I'm
God
by the
damn.
time. Come on, man.
Nigga, you
This
got
shit
no
is.
baby lungs,
Hey,
nigga.
you
Leave
know
it
what?
alone, man.
Listen. You know what I heard though? I
And
did.
you know,
Listen, they
and
have
you
a
know
new
how,
thing.
and you know how them kid, how you know these kids is on drugs, bro. These niggas roll up a whole wood, bro. Pause. A whole backwood
Bruh,
full of
bruh.
that
Backwoods,
same
yeah.
shit
Facts.
that you talking about, nigga. That
Facts.
same
Where they roll up?
concentrated bud
No,
is in a whole
these.
backwood,
But
like
see,
3-5.
this
Oh,
somebody just did a show. I thought somebody just did a show. These little niggas is junkies. Like my nephew, I saw him on Instagram with his little homie pouring some lean in a bottle and shit. Like y'all look corny as fuck. That's literally opioids. Isn't that opioids?
Right.
What the
yes.
fuck is that? Not
Yes.
methamphetamine.
Heron.
It's,
I'm saying
But
liquid
no,
No,
check
heron.
yeah,
this
no, no,
out.
no, no,
Do
no.
y'all know
They
that?
dope,
what is
You
they,
what
know
is
how
what is
y'all?
they're
lean?
dope things and they
Codeine.
don't want
Codeine.
to admit it.
Codeine.
But hold
Codeine.
on, real quick. I want to tell y'all this. Y'all know how y'all smoke the weed. I don't smoke weed. You know how you hold it in and blow it
Yeah.
out to try to get the higher high. You know they
Yeah.
did a study and they said that really it does not actually do anything to hold it in even harder and stronger and longer. It doesn't actually do anything. That
That's when
if
you
you smoke a
broke and you
cigarette, it's like
smoking.
I
That's
don't know
when you
about
broke.
that.
That's when you broke and you smoking
Oh,
and you think you gotta hold it in to, like, you know what I'm
hey,
saying? Come on, man.
Genesis, you gotta
Yo,
stop. You gotta stop
Let me
yo,
ask you
spitting on
this.
tolerance
them.
going
Your
up,
I don't,
head
and
I
then
finna
don't
get
hey,
exactly.
high.
hey, and
Wait a
then
You
minute.
it
know, when we
gets so
get high, we
bad you
gotta
gotta
tell
smoke
ourselves
I have
before
a
some
you do
kind
question.
of shit.
everything.
I have a
You
question.
know,
So
Before you eat, I gotta smoke. Before I leave the house, I gotta smoke. When I get home,
if
I gotta
you
smoke.
Yeah,
I'm
that's a
at work, I
problem.
gotta smoke.
hey,
That's a
if
problem.
you drag, if you know, you got the smoke in you and you blow it in my mouth, can I get high from that, y'all?
Oh, you talking
Yeah.
about a shotgun?
You're supposed to get
Contact.
secondhand high. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, you
contact.
can.
People can't get
but
high.
you don't
So
you don't get
secondhand
high
high
off
is
of
real.
holding it in though.
They said one blunt these days is worse than 5 cigarettes. That fucked me up
No,
too.
God
that's
No.
the
damn.
people
Yeah, I don't know
lying,
about
Bro,
bro.
that.
I
They
I
just
don't
don't
took
know.
want
the
weed
I just
legal.
took the course. I had to take the course
They don't
as a
want it
punishment.
legal, bro.
What
So
you
they
say?
lying,
No,
bro.
no, no, no. For what? No, no. You ain't just gonna say that shit.
Y'all
For
all
what?
sound like
I'm
drug
trying to tell you what I read. So y'all
Overdose.
believe me when I said it's 212% times stronger these days. 212 than it was 10 years ago.
Because
We
it,
just
Even when you
we
have
just
all
had the
kinds of
discussion.
chemicals.
Yeah, they wanna
Hey,
mix
hold on,
these
hold on.
hybrids
Hey,
and do
hey,
this, do that.
hey,
Go ahead, bro.
Ahmed. Guess what?
Yeah.
Guess what? Did you know that we also found out that the average cigarette has over 20,000 chemicals in it? Now
yes,
watch this.
No,
Watch
I
this.
yes,
understand
watch
that. I
that.
understand that.
Let me help you out with something, right? Did you know this? Did you know what keeps nice. So you remember back in the days when cigarettes used to like burn houses down, and so now they went on ahead and added a component to cigarettes that allows
Put
them to
itself
go
out.
out, just like you got that good gas with a hemp. If you don't hit it, it'll go out. Watch this.
Yeah.
Do you know what makes cigarettes go out if you don't smoke it anymore?
What is that?
Ground up bones from cadavers.
From
Did you know
Wow.
it's human bones? Yeah, it's human bone dust. That's ground up human bone cadavers. From cadavers is what keeps
I
us
always
safe.
wonder what happened to them bodies when they be like really
So
like.
you want to still
in the
go?
ground.
Oh, and not to mention rat poison. You know, like raid and stuff. So go ahead. You said 5 cigarettes and weed. What?
But also you're
Thinking
wrapping
some
your
shit
weed
that's gonna make me
into
go
a
out
thing
in 2-degree
like an
weather and
actual.
smoke. I don't ever want to
Hey,
use
the
no
day
shit like
is
that.
and
supposed
where
to
the
be
hell did
a
that come from?
celebration of weed. We can't shit on that today. Do it tomorrow.
Oh,
It's
today
420.
420.
It's 420.
Yeah, it's 420.
Well,
Come
depending
on,
on where
man.
you
We
at,
can't
it's
do
still
it.
429.
Saturday.
And on Easter, baby.
Yeah, we can't do weed like that. We're gonna get the Easter bunny
Now
high.
let me
Yeah,
ask
hold
y'all.
on,
Let me
hold on,
let me
hold
let
on.
me
Y'all
ask
can't,
y'all.
oh, come on now.
What's
Y'all can't
420?
y'all can't motherfucking celebrate smoking weed on the Lord's resurrection. Now you gotta one or the other.
And you know what? That's wild.
Hallelujah.
That's wild.
Even though it ain't got nothing to do with
That's
it.
This
wild.
nigga stupid.
Easter ain't
Now
got
let me
nothing to
ask
do
y'all.
with
No, fantastic. Let me ask you. Let me ask all y'all because this is
bro.
real. Do y'all think weed is a gateway drug? Because you hear it all the time these days.
Yes,
Do you think
yes,
weed
No,
is a gateway drug?
no,
yes,
no,
yes. I've
no,
fucking seen it.
Yes,
Yes,
it
it
is.
no.
is.
No, it's not, man, because you got a lot of people who get on drugs who never use
Fantastic. We
weed.
can go to war. No, it's not.
Bro,
No, sir.
we can go to war, brother. Hey,
Cigarettes
brother,
would be
Not, bro.
cigarettes would be more of a gateway
listen.
drug than
What
fucking
about
weed.
alcohol? What about alcohol? That's the
Oh yes. Oh
Exactly.
initiation
yes.
right there.
Oh yes.
That's the
Alcohol is
gateway.
definitely a
Alcohol
drug.
is
Alcohol
Oh
the
yes.
deadliest.
gateway.
Alcohol is one of the deadliest drugs that people don't know is a drug. That's one
Oh
of the
I
only
yes.
things
agree with that. I
where you
agree.
can
I high key
become
think I'm
dependent.
addicted. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna
You
lie.
can become alcohol dependent, and if you don't drink alcohol, you can die from it. A lot
That's
of
Why you
people
Yeah.
don't
don't
know.
make
crazy.
why you don't make your own alcohol, LL? Your own
I'm
wine
not
and
that. I'm
shit.
not that. I'm not that big of a junkie. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
It's
But
I
I'm
like.
it's
just
I
saying
like
that
to.
first
right?
of all,
You
it's
better
more
You know how to
natural.
make wild
I
average
like to
too.
get. Hey, bomb. I like to get that monkey off my back after a long day of work. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Nah,
You
man,
know.
yeah,
But if you
he
made
Well, that's
drinking
why
that.
you
alcohol,
don't smoke
you'll know
cigarettes
what's
till
in it.
close.
You'll know
He
what's in it.
drinking that liquor. He drinking
You
that
You
drinking
know what
liquor.
I'm
that
saying?
liquor.
I like
You
to chill
drinking
in the
that
house.
gasoline.
Hey, but I can't go to bars and drink. I stay in my house and do that shit. They're cutting liquor at bars. Last time I did that shit, got sick as fuck. I don't order at bars. I don't order at restaurants. If it's not from my house, I don't trust that shit.
What you
Y'all
mean they
putting
cutting it?
anything.
Would they put more water in it or
Oh
something?
yeah,
So
water
no
in the
no no.
mug like a
So
motherfucker.
no
Hell
no
yeah,
no.
or cheap
Not even
shit. Or
water.
they
I'm
just
talking
put the
about
cheap shit in the damn what's the
exactly
name bottle.
exactly. Like we
Damn.
used to do in college. Like we used to do in college. You would
Yeah,
take a Patron bottle and put some cheap ass Tito's or something in it. You know what I mean?
Bitch
yeah,
put
bro.
E and J in Henderson bottle.
Hell yeah,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
Niggas be
Exactly,
drunk.
Yep.
Bro,
exactly. Paul
niggas be
That's
Masson.
drunk.
real
They
shit.
can't tell.
Yep.
Most motherfuckers can't
And
tell the difference between
hey,
liquor,
but
man.
true drunks, we know our drinks. You know what I'm saying? I've called out many bars like, yo, this ain't my shit. This ain't my shit.
They done
Nah,
got
you.
me. I ain't gonna even lie. They done got me.
Yeah,
I don't even
you
like
too
it.
deep in the game if you that.
Right,
Come
bro.
on, Unc, man.
I'm
Yeah,
saying
man. I
you
don't
know
like
your
This ain't
henny,
right.
bro. You know your henny, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You need to go check in. Go check in.
Yeah, bro. Rehab it, you know what I'm saying? Amy Winehouse let you know, you know what I mean?
That nigga
But,
gonna be hitting the hand sanitizer soon, bitch.
but check
But
this is
wait,
some
wait.
doctor. Check this. This is a all right, after Unc man, we're gonna play it, but
Real
there's some
quick,
doctors debating if weed is a gateway drug.
why is it a double standard for y'all to make fun of people who drink, but we don't say shit about y'all smoking all the time?
They
Nah,
Why
that's
why
a
is
protest.
that?
lie.
What's
People
You
say that shit
what's
all the come on, man.
I
Unc
gotta
man,
hide
come
my
on.
no? Why is it a
Listerine.
double
Come on.
standard? But go ahead.
Oh,
Unc
Go
you
ahead.
man,
just
people
said
talk
for
about
about
weed
30
smokers
minutes.
all the
We
time, bro.
fucked up.
No,
We the
hell no.
new
Not like
junkies.
alcoholics.
Bro,
Oh, you just
alcoholics give themselves a bad name. You see how alcoholics be
Yeah,
slurring and shit, bro? Come
yeah.
on, bro.
Drunk
yeah. And,
drivers. No, you're right. You
I ain't
got me.
never
You see
seen a
how when
You
nigga.
got
people
me.
like don't be doing shit and just be lazy?
Right, I ain't
Appreciate it.
never seen a nigga
Oh,
that just smoke
that's
weed
productive
that
for
just lay on a
society.
bench and shit.
Oh my
You know,
I ain't
God.
gonna
weed
hold
ain't
you.
got that goddamn bad now.
All right,
This,
when I
you know,
smoke weed, I get creative, and I gotta do some shit. I'm not
Right, right.
Big facts.
Before
Big
What
I
about
can
y'all
go to
dab? Okay,
bed.
what about dabs? What about dabs? Y'all look like y'all smoking crack when y'all do them dab joints. Y'all
Nigga,
putting
ain't
that
nobody
wax
up
or
here
some shit.
voting for no dabs, bro. That's
I'm
some
just
young
saying, y'all
people
put that
shit,
wax
bro.
in the pipe and y'all be smoking the fuck out there. I'm like,
Nah, that's some
yo.
crackhead
You
shit.
got to
And you
roll
sound
my
like
shit,
you on
bro.
meth when you drink Cisco. What's the
I don't
Have you ever
smoke
difference?
out
seen
of
a nigga?
bongs,
Hey,
none of
one of
that.
y'all just said something about some moon rock. Moon rock was amazing. But y'all mix moon rock, wax with some gorilla snot. Y'all, that's some junky shit to me.
And look at this.
How
Shout
high do
out
you
to
need to
Stock
get?
Posse. Wait a minute. Shout out to the Haitian bandit, right? He said you can't hurt no one smoking at 8. But let someone finish a pint and nigga.
Hey, listen, if you if
Facts,
you driving so
Alfred.
slow, listen. Let me tell you,
Facts.
I did the course in about addiction when I had my DWI, and let me tell you something. They be driving too slow and get hit from behind by them cars. All them weed smokers be
That's true.
driving too slow, paranoid.
That's true.
No,
That's true.
Semi truck be
That's
just
a
bashing
fact.
them in the back, bro.
For
that
real.
is not a
You
fact,
can
That's a
You're
man.
going
fact.
too
That is a
fast or
fact.
you're going too goddamn slow. So
How
where
often it come on, DJ
Damn.
Jen?
But that's
How
rare. No,
often
you're
is
right.
that
You're right.
versus how often
That's rare.
somebody drink and wild
that's
out?
because they don't have
Touche.
a weed test to like
No,
test
touche.
if they're not
Touche.
person on weed when they like pull them over. They just say, "Oh, it smelled like weed up in here," but they don't know what made them get in that
I'm trying to
accident.
tell y'all how strong that smell is. And now, like when I do quit smoking, when I don't smoke, because I really don't anymore, because I'm a CDL driver.
Down the
Y'all don't
hall and
understand. Y'all don't understand how powerful that smell is. Like it borderline stinks. Like when you smoking, cool. But if you don't
That nigga
smoke,
said it
that
stank.
shit.
Come on,
That means it's
I'm
good.
trying.
That
I
means
it
it's
swear to
good.
smells like
God,
a
bro.
skunk, bro. It
It's
smells like a skunk.
Swear to
420,
God, that
bro.
shit
Come
smells crazy.
on. It's
It
420,
smells like
not
a whole.
today.
This new
It's
weed
called
don't
a
smell like
skunk. What do you
that.
mean? It's called skunk. You know what I'm
Where,
saying?
what
Video,
happened to
play
the
the video.
regular
Come
weed
on,
that
come
didn't
on.
smell like that though? Why is
It's in
everybody?
Arizona. Go to
Yeah.
Arizona and get that mids or Texas.
Yeah,
Get
that
that
shit
Y'all
back
remember
in
that?
Jamaica.
Y'all remember that
or in
brown ass
Jamaica.
Reggie we used to have 15 years ago? Oh
Yeah,
my God,
Bro,
that shit
that
was
Tropicana.
brown
amazing.
Reggie from Texas that is so, that
Smell like
nigga unks look like a 3.5. How it's so compressed, you gotta break it down with a knife. That's that dirt bud, bro.
man,
Hey,
Reggie
but on
smell
some
like
real
skunk
shit though,
now.
dog, that's all I smoke is Reggie though. I don't even smoke that high grade shit.
Man,
All
you
weed
look, you
smell
about to get
like
me in
skunk.
trouble.
I
I'm
know
like, let me
how you
get where you
do.
find
If
it.
you're being productive, that is the all you need is because this new bud, bro. This shit is drugs. This shit is
I
medicinal
swear to
shit. You know what I'm
God.
saying?
Yeah, I don't smoke that shit. That shit put you to sleep or have your ass like thinking too goddamn much.
Yeah,
Does it help with
I went to
pain?
the
That's what I
hospital
need to
one
know.
time.
Anybody ever used it for pain and it
yeah. It
worked?
help with pain.
Oh yeah, definitely,
Especially
definitely.
indica.
Hell yeah.
Indica
If we
helps with
really,
pain.
if we
And
really want to
I
have the
smoked some weed one
conversation,
time and went to the hospital thinking I was about to die, and then they
Yeah,
told
you
me,
don't
"Oh,
need it. You
you're
need
not."
to stay sober, DJ Genesis. You already a little bit
I
Smoke
gone
a
was
in the
good
hey,
head.
she
edible
must have hit
shit.
the
You
joint
need
when she
yeah,
throwing them seeds back there. She was high
yeah.
there.
yeah,
You
She
just
throwing them
yeah.
I mean,
seeds
I thought
back
I was
yeah.
there.
having
So
a heart attack, and then they said you're having a heart attack, and I was like, well, yeah, because and I was in the elevator, and I was at the emergency room. I'm like, man, I'm having
Bro,
a heart attack, and they're like, no,
Yeah, you
and
need
I,
to
you
stay
and I
can't,
didn't
sober,
know I was having
sister.
a heart
bro.
attack.
Don't smoke with
so
DJ Genesis. She have the cops end up. Come on, bro. Like that's
Hey,
Man,
hey,
one
DJ
time they were
Genesis,
smoking
take a
some
whole
weed, and they
eighth
played that goddamn song
shrooms.
where it had a heartbeat, and it started slowing down. It was something from NWA. And honey, I was in the back seat tripping, like thinking that my
yeah,
heart was slowing down, and I was
yeah,
Go
yeah.
getting
ahead,
Don't,
stay
lightheaded.
yeah,
sober.
no weed
Go
for you.
ahead.
Damn, what
So
y'all
now,
was
so the
trying to
thing,
say?
so the whole thing about smoking weed, if you're smoking weed, you're killing more than half of the medicinal purposes that people love talking about. So the best way for you to really get the full benefits of marijuana, cannabinoids, all that shit like that is digesting it. That's why you're supposed to eat it.
Oh,
When you
you
And
eat
can
it,
now
eat
all
it.
that the whole
You
weed
don't have
smells
to
gonna come to
dry
your
it for it to
pores.
be like green, or do I have to dry it or anything?
yeah.
well,
You
no,
could
well,
eat
you
it.
know, that's
You
why they
could
make edibles, right? So it's more so like you said, your body can actually digest and process the stuff, because when you burn it, you literally like say when like you burn anything,
Oh
it's
shit.
like the
Carcinogen.
you getting the byproducts, yeah, carcinogens, and then you're getting the products of it, but you're burning up a lot of the actual beneficial shit versus
yeah.
the
Okay, that
digestion.
makes sense.
Like
That's
bomb.
why
One
they
of the best
vaporize
way
it.
to
Use the
one of the
vaporizer.
best way to digest it, bomb, is to soak it in some water. Cause
Or
when you
stick it up your
hydrate it,
booty.
wait, no.
Oh my God.
Y'all got hey, good
Yo,
night,
take
man.
her phone,
Good
bro.
night, bro. Y'all
I
have a
see
good
why
night.
you going to the
Bye.
You leave
hospital.
it.
Bye.
Ah, fantastic.
I
And
see.
I understand. I understand,
That
I
was
see.
fantastic.
simple
But
information.
I
look at
see why
this.
she going to the hospital.
Look at this. But the best way, bomb, because like a lot of stuff we use, we dry it up for to preserve it. Just like a raisin. The
Right.
best way to digest a raisin is eat it when it was a berry. Because when you eat a raisin, your body takes water from itself to put into that raisin so you could digest that shit like a berry. So when we dry up food, our body use more water just to digest the dried up food because we meant to just eat a bunch of dried up shit. You know what I'm saying? So the
Mhm.
same thing with a bud. You soak it in some water, or I would say the best way is to make some tea. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So for pain, right? Because I'm on some strong meds, but I was thinking about going natural with the with the marijuana, I guess, or whatever it's called today.
You gotta echo somebody.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that is. But so you're saying it does help with pain and it's best to eat it.
Yeah, it's best to eat it.
Okay.
You'll get high though, but you take a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't want to get high now. I just want.
That's why you need a little bit. You need a little bit and make some tea. Because the thing about it, people get weed fucked up because most people use it to get high. But weed is actually a medicine. So you make tea with it. You make some edibles, but you don't put as much to get high with. It's just like shrooms. I fucks with the shrooms, right? But a lot of people take shrooms to hallucinate and see shit. But if you microdose with shrooms, it keep your brain clear. Like let's say you seeing, like let's say your vision is tunnel vision. Yeah, let's say you like a horse with the blinders on. When you take shrooms, you get more wider vision. Like you think, you know what I'm saying? You're more focused.
Are you talking about like lion's mane shroom or like psilocybin?
Lion's mane shrooms and psilocybin. Lion's mane help you with replacing memory cells in your brain, but the other shrooms too, they help you in different stuff. Like let's say you don't get a regular bowel movement, you use shrooms, that should literally make your body work a certain way. You know what I'm saying?
I heard the same thing about ketamine. If you take it in microdoses, you can like take microketamine and like it'll help.
Yeah, I'm too scared to do shrooms. I'm scared of what I see. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, bro, don't take a whole eight because you'll trip out.
Facts. I don't know about the shrooms.
Y'all know it come off a couch shit, right? Like y'all
no, bro.
A fungus. Y'all eating fungus from cow shit.
That's like no bull, not cow bull. It has to be a bull.
Back home, we use cow shit to fertilize plants. So there's mad stuff coming out of cow shit, bro.
If you eat,
rice,
it's
so how you do it is you take a piece of cow shit, you put it in the closet, and you keep spraying to keep it moisturized, and it'll start growing shrooms on it.
It has to be.
Don't listen to this. Don't listen to Unk Man. Don't take no cow shit. Wait a minute, DJ Genesis. Wait a minute, Unk Man. You don't take no cow shit and put it in the fucking. What are you doing, bro?
You keep it in a dark place.
Listen to
you
this.
Keep it in a dark place.
Listen to this. You take a mushroom. You take an aluminum foil paper. You put the mushroom cap on the foil paper. You put a glass over it so air don't catch it, and all the mushroom spurs gonna fall on that aluminum foil paper. You scrape that shit off into some fucking soil, whatever soil you want, and it's moist. Even the cow shit like this nigga talking about, and it's gonna grow from them. But it's not just growing from cow shit, because this mushroom got seeds, it got spurs, but it just be under the umbrella, under the mushroom head. You just gotta extract it. I could teach a class on growing psychedelics, bro. I ain't even gonna hold.
Have y'all tried
who is that?
I'm trying to tell you what the white boys did when I was in high
school.
I
tried ayahuasca too. Ayahuasca is the first psychedelic I fucked.
Who's talking?
What do you think about ayahuasca?
Wait, I need to. Who was talking when they said they can grow psychedelics?
I could grow
DJ,
psychedelics.
Which doctor?
Who is that? You said
which doctor?
Oh, which doctor? So you know about growing other things like strawberries and stuff, and
oh my god,
anything like my parents, like where we from, like a lot of people know how to grow stuff. Like we like learning agriculture is like mandatory back home because it's one of the easiest way to get jobs when you finish school, by working in agriculture, whether it be on a farm or whatever. So we learn how to grow stuff. Like I could literally graft a fucking tall ass orange tree. So it grow as small like a lime tree. All you gotta do is you gotta cut it in a V and take up another lime tree that you cut like a pencil, like an arrow, and you stick them together and you seal it with plastic so nothing go into it, and then you're gonna have a miniature size orange. So
this is my question. This is my question, right? Because I want to learn how to grow trees, but I heard, and I'm not sure if it's true, so you could correct me, that I need to have a male tree and a female tree. They need to be close by, or can I just graft it, or is that not true at all?
You could just graft it, but sometimes it works like that with male and female plants, when like in pollination, because pollination is when they when the bees take the pollen grains from the male to the female plant. Something like that, you know what I'm saying?
So I can't just have
the
one.
Bees help the bees help the trees to fuck. The trees don't fuck by themselves. The bees let transfer this shit. You know what I'm saying?
So what I'm saying, I can't just put one of them in my yard. I gotta have two, because if there's no other body with a male orange tree, then So
No, you could still do it. You could still do it. It's just that naturally in the wild, that's how they would reproduce. As a matter of fact, I think all the fruit bearing trees is females, right? They just drop a seed and another one grow and shit like that. You know what I mean? I don't think you gotta I think
I'm
that's
talking about with the
happens with
oranges.
flowers.
They'll just grow like the I heard that I need that for the fruit to form, right? No?
No, if you plant the seed, you should grow you know what I'm saying? You should grow a orange. I'm not sure what makes the orange tree into a male, because sometimes some shit. I think you could turn the plants into male and female. Like I'm not, that to me that is more with growing flowers. When you're growing with flowers, you
Uh-huh.
got to worry about male and female because you're using the pollen is like smaller. But if you could actually plant the seeds and do everything manually like a farmer, you ain't
Mhm.
got to worry about male and female plants like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
I ain't gonna
So
lie. The first time I ever heard that male and female plants was with marijuana. You know
Yeah,
the
we're growing
indians,
weed. Facts,
yeah,
facts,
black
facts.
the black
yeah, but
seeds, and then you got the green. Go ahead. My bad, Bomb. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead, man.
No, I'll just say that's the first time I ever heard of it and ever seen it. Cause
Mhm.
it's like literally you put it in your hand, like you know you break up that Reggie and the seeds just pop out, or you
Mhm.
start smoking and that big it's like a firecracker that pop in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like so that's a seed. You hit a seed. But anyways, that was the first time I ever heard that shit. So this is real interesting. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, because they do have male and female plants, and then some of them are I forget what the term is when they both, right? They have the male and the female within its own
Within the same plant. Yeah,
asexual. I
yeah.
think that's what they call it, right? Asexual or
A
something like that.
hermaphrodite. Oh my bad. I was
It's
stupid.
similar
My
to what you're
bad.
talking about, though. But yeah, that's what like he mentioned, the bees, right? Pollinate. They go from the
Yeah,
male
because
and bring
some
it to the
plants get
female.
male and female part. I think one part is the anther and one part is the stigma. You see, I don't know. I don't know it off of like scientific terms, but one
Right, right.
part, I think the anther is the male part and the stigma is the female part. And bees move the pollen grains from the anther to the stigma, and that's how it causes pollination. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it usually be like from the same plant. They'll move the pollen grains from one part of the plant, the male
To the
part,
other.
to the female part of the plant.
Yeah, I want to try to grow fruits though in this climate that I'm in, like oranges.
Mm.
And people was telling me you got to have both a male and a female, and I was like, oh my god. And
I
then I
mean,
don't
you
want to
got
wait
YouTube.
10
Check
years for this
YouTube.
tree to be big enough and grow some fruit,
10
right?
years. You better go steal one of them Mexicans fucking
Well, it
trees. What
take
the
like
fuck wrong
50
with you?
years for like a pecan tree.
I will go steal one of
Oh
them
damn,
niggas
I didn't
trees
know that
for you.
shit.
I ain't waiting no
50
10
years is a
years.
long ass time.
I know that's a
Man.
whole lifetime.
Yeah,
But
same thing with a coconut tree. I grew a coconut tree from a coconut,
uh
and it's about 8 years now. It's just starting to grow.
Damn, it never bear nothing.
I mean, no, you talking about bear son? I mean, now it's probably like maybe 6 foot tall, but that's some bitch growing though.
it's
Damn,
growing
bro.
now, huh? In 10
Yeah,
years.
it's rapidly growing now. You
Why
can
you
look
want a
at it and tell.
coconut
Cause
tree?
before I'm
Did-
like, this bitch ain't gonna never grow.
Bro, you sleeping on coconut, bro. Coconut is one of the most versatile plants,
Well,
man.
coconut water, I understand that, but
Nigga, coconut water,
meat.
coconut oil, coconut fiber you could use to,
Yeah.
bro. Coconut is versatile, bro.
yeah, I didn't know
Coconut
all that
saved
shit.
some countries got saved by coconut, bro.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What are you in the States? Witch doctor? Are you? You
Yeah,
have
I'm down here now. I'm in Georgia. I'm down here in
okay.
Georgia.
Cause shit, you got a lot of growing. Do you grow anything, or you don't have a yard, or what's up?
Well, I used to allegedly grow mushrooms, you know what I mean? Allegedly. A lot of mushrooms too, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
out here in Georgia is good weather for growing because it's like hilly, so there's a lot of it's eerie, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. The
Yeah, I
southern.
like it out here. I used to live in New York, and best believe there's people that grow stuff in New York, but it's like more indoors. People grow shit on roof
Yeah,
and
it's not a
stuff.
lot of
But I like
space
out
and
here.
shit.
Yeah, I was telling black people, look, we need to if this year, y'all. If you even just grow tomatoes, grow from a seed, and I promise you, if you will enjoy it. And if you don't have the space, there's certain things that you grow. I heard that if you grow just microgreens, because the young people are convinced that microgreens give them all these vitamins. which is so false because microgreens never go out in the sun to even absorb any vitamins or anything.
Right.
They are just what they call a little after it germinate and then it grows a little bit. What is it called? The start of flowers. I forget they call it something, but it'll come to me. They don't even get any vitamins, and people are spending a lot of money on them greens, making those salads.
Mm-hmm.
So bean sprouts is heavy. I was thinking about doing it. Big money. You could sell it to restaurants.
It's some big money bomb growing mushrooms, and not like the psychedelic mushrooms that get you high. I'm talking about we call it parabello, or so the gourmet shrooms that the restaurants pay for. They don't go and buy it from like Walmart and stuff. They buy it from their own like farmers, local farmers and shit. And them shits got like you don't even need perfect weather. You could control your environment to grow that shit. And the beautiful thing about mushrooms, if I pick mushrooms today, best believe next week I come back, I'm seeing fully grown mushrooms again. This is why a lot of people who sell psychedelic mushrooms, them niggas is making bread because you pick your crop this week, next week you got more free crop to, you know what I'm saying? It just keep on growing.
Hey, real quick, because I'm gonna step off, but I'm gonna stay up. Nah, just because I heard you say that, I had to come back for that. Bomb Cherry, just do this. Look up the real Mario toad mushroom. Just you remember Mario and everything. So like the mushroom toadstool.
Oh, you talking about from the game, Mario?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Look that up. That's
what
you know how like listen, yeah. So just type in Mario, like the Mario mushroom, let's say health fact. Mario mushroom health fact. And watch how you see exactly how toadstool looks on Mario. Now notice when Mario's small, what does he need to grow? The mushroom. So it's really crazy how expensive. It's a delicacy throughout the world, that specific mushroom. But I digress. My mic is muted. Y'all got the floor.
All right, bro. And I want to show y'all this time lapse. This is how somebody's tub look. This is where you grow it in a tub. All of this stuff you see right here is polyfill. This is the material they use in stuffed animal. It's like cotton, but it's more breathable. Air pass to it, and you use it to filter the air so the mushrooms don't get contaminated by bacteria that's floating in the air. People smoking, coughing, pets, whatever, vacuuming, shit like that, right? But it's the time lapse how they grow. So they start like this right here. All this white stuff you see is the mycelium, because mycelium is the actual thing. The mushroom is the fruit. People think the mushroom is the plant, but the mushroom is the fruit. The actual creature that the mushroom come from is in the earth. That's this white thing right here.
Right.
So
Wait a minute. Pause it for a second. So I was asking people like a few weeks ago that when I dug in my ground, it looked like mold, and I was asking them, was it mold?
Right.
And that is what you just mentioned.
It's
that
mycelium.
Yeah.
And you know this thing, bomb. Let's say you get nutrients in your plant in your soil right here. After that white stuff, the mycelium, it would drain nutrients from your soil and it would travel in the earth to another part of your yard that got nutrients. That white thing you see right here, that shit travels. Literally, is a living thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it looks like our vessels inside our bodies, like veins. That's what it looked like. It reminded me of mold, because it killed a couple of my trees. My
facts. It will kill your shit. Yeah, it would drain the nutrients from that shit.
Yeah, my tomato plants wasn't doing well, and it killed my trees. That was the bushes.
Y'all do know mushroom is not a plant, though, right?
No, it's not. Mushrooms breathe oxygen like humans. Plants breathe carbon dioxide, but mushrooms breathe oxygen just like me and you. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, mushroom is another life form that's on Earth. Like we got plants. Yeah, we got plants. We got animals. We got bacteria. We got viruses. And then we have what mushrooms are.
Fungi.
Fungi.
That is the life form. That is the different life form on Earth. And that's what mushrooms are, fungi.
Yep.
Okay. And it's a whole bunch of different types of mushrooms. Damn.
Look how them shits be growing. It's like it explode, bro. This day 9, day 10, day 12. This is days. This is home, bro. I'm telling ya. When you grow this shit one time, it'll trip you the fuck out. It'll make you fall in love with growing and being I was obsessed with being on some gardener shit, bro.
And you don't need light or anything.
Nah, you only need light to start it germinating. Because remember now, plants need to know where the light is so they grow in that direction. But it
Right.
don't need light to it don't need light to have photosynthesis, because these are plants feed from the light. It's called photosynthesis. This don't need photosynthesis because, like he said, it's not a plant. It just need the light to know which direction to grow. As a matter of fact, sunlight kills mushrooms. Or if somebody try to smoke shrooms, they destroy it and they won't even get high. It's not some shit you smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Even
That's why
if
they
you
need
make the
dark
tea,
places, right?
yeah, that's why grow in the dark. You know what I'm saying? Even if you make the tea, you don't want to boil the actual shrooms. You boil the water and then you soak the shrooms in the water because heat kills the medicinal shit inside of it.
We need to learn this kind of stuff. You know, I think it's beneficial.
And dog, all mushrooms are not like psychedelic, right?
Nah. All in that. As a matter of fact, bro, I got some mushrooms, some lion mane. You know what I'm saying? Like if people want to get off coffee, you could drink lion's mane. Just throw it in some tea. It give you the same focus, alertness, ready to go and get shit done. You remembering stuff. You know what I'm saying? Especially people who smoke a lot of bud. I would say take some lion mane mushroom and help rebuild like your memory and shit, your memory cells and shit. This shit
Shit,
called ginkgo too.
I need to forget about some of the shit I done did.
Yeah, ginkgo extract that should help you with your memory too. There's another plant. You know what I'm saying?
What what's called Gango?
Ginkgo with a
Ginkgo.
K. Yeah.
Yeah. They say it's good for memory, I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
But see, by the knowledge that you know, like let's say America or go through a lot of bullshit like could happen. But you'll know what to go get. You'll know what mushrooms to get if somebody gets sick, what type of plants and flowers or herbs that can help sicknesses. We lost that. People used to know this. But now we
How much people?
pharmaceutical companies who are using the same exact thing to make their
Right.
drug.
How much people out of 10 people, I think even know some shit like that, could even start a fire. And like we said, dependent on this shit. If this shit was to go up, a lot of us we won't be able to survive, bro. You ever seen The Walking Dead and these survival movies? A lot of people don't be knowing shit, bro. The people who know that should be the valuable ones in them end of the world movies.
Right. They the ones that end up in control too, right? Because they know how to start the fires and gonna make sure everybody get fed. So yeah,
Them and the people with the guns is who's gonna survive. Because people with the guns just come and take your shit. You know what I mean? Until you do all the work.
I've been trying to educate, and teach people. Like even when I don't know, we can look it up, right? Because we have the internet. Find somebody, but we want to be so hooked on what other people doing. Even like you said with the clothes, why aren't we making our own clothes that gonna last you longer? Make sure it stay clean, and and things like that. Instead of buying this fast fashion, which is made of polyester, and by the way, that stuff is in our skin, in our bodies.
You know they get us bomb. They create because I was watching a lot of videos on marketing, right? And this guy say the most genius marketing thing to do is instead of trying to make people buy something, create an environment that they're gonna want to buy something. And we done create an environment of designer cult, you know what I'm saying, designer shit. And if you making your own clothes, somebody laugh at you on you on some broke shit. So it's like is the culture. If we look at and I know I be joking on them Hebrew Israelites, right? Look at the Hebrew Israelite niggas. Them niggas sew their own clothes and they wear that shit because they got a culture around that shit. Look at Nation of Islam. If we was a Nation of Islam bomb, you could have been booming. You could have been making the bow ties and making hella bread because the culture around that shit. They make the bow ties.
Shirts, baby. Because they can't have hymns on their shirts, so I put the frill on the shirt for them.
Oh, the Hebrew Israelites?
Is that the ones who can't? Yeah.
The fringes, they wear the fringes on their clothes. Yeah,
somebody gave me that idea like 2 years ago, and I've been selling shirts.
That's genius, actually. That's genius, actually. because they don't give a fuck about designer. They just want the traditional garbs with the fringes on it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people back when Sonetta was popping more, a lot of people used to be on the Egyptian shit trying to dress like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they had a couple of people making their clothes, they would have been booming, but you got to create a culture around it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you're right. Maybe this is a good time for Americans though for us to make things right. If we're getting away from China and other name brands, then
Man, I'm
maybe
gonna tell you this from somebody who grew up. I moved to America when I'm 19. One thing I would say, black people in America is sleeping on themselves with that clothing brand shit because you might not know it, but other black people outside of America is gonna shop with you. You know what I'm saying? Dead
yeah,
ass. You know what I mean? You already over here in America, you might as well. I'm surprised more people don't make their own clothing and shit. Yeah, there's factories overseas and shit, but now them China people is giving up the sauce. You could go straight to them, get some shit and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
like black people is the tastemakers of the world. You know what I'm saying? You start doing some shit like that. We start anything black people start wearing, people gonna fuck with. So it's easy to create a culture around your own clothes. You just gotta start some way. Like let's
Yeah.
say Bomb Cherry make her own clothing line, pay some sort of rapper to make that shit popular. People gonna shop with it, but you just gotta create a culture or a vibe around whatever it is you're selling. You know what I mean?
I don't even need a rapper, right? Because if I'm selling locally, I can just get some teenagers at some of these high schools to start wearing it, and then other teenagers will want it, and and that's you can survive in your local area that way. But if I can get a rapper to wear it, though, now it's gonna blow up. Wow,
And
like that.
just use a rapper as a popular person. It could be anybody. Let's say you get Angry Man. I know you mightn't get Angry Man, but let's say you get Angry Man to make a shirt that you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people podcasting wearing it. More people in podcasts gonna start wearing it. You just gotta create a culture around your shit. This is almost.
No, you're
I
right.
follow this rap group named Griseldo, right? Them niggas sell 5 or 5 type shit. They just open pop-up shops and sell high-end street merch. They selling jackets for like 500 and shit like that. But it's like a 5 or 5 custom-made, tailor-made shit. But
Yeah.
people listen to their music and in their music they rock that shit. So their fans buy that shit because they got a culture around their clothing. You know what I mean?
You know where I messed up? I be trying to make it affordable, right? Now, when I make it affordable, black people put it in their mind that it's cheap.
It's
That is
cheap.
cheap.
Yes, but
Facts.
if I
Don't
put a
do that.
high price on that shit, then they be wanting it. So I get conflicted because I'm the one who also telling them, hey, don't be spending your money crazy. But I'm the, you know what I mean?
If
So
I was you, Bomb, I would have mixed some affordable stuff. But I watched this dude named this video named 40 years of business advice I wish I knew in my 20s. This one dude was breaking down hella shit. And one shit that stood out to me, he said, if you a merchant, if you a producer, if you somebody that creates stuff to sell it, always have one high-end product, even if the price is so ridiculous that you think nobody can afford it. Because when you sell that to one person, you make hella bread than selling a bunch of cheap low price shit to a bunch of people. It'll take you long to eat. Only people like Walmart could afford to sell cheap shit and still eat because they buy in so much bulk they could do that, but we can't do that shit. We gotta sell some expensive shit. The best thing to do is make your shit quality as fuck to where nobody can deny the price. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. No, I agree with that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just price my stuff because I be thinking, oh, they black. Let me get, when they white, the white people don't care how much my shit is. They buy it, right? It's handmade. They really like what they call
Craftsmanship.
Yeah, they like homemade, and there's some called something core, cottage core. They come up with all these cores. They love it. They'll spend $50 and easily for just a little pouch.
you be doing like alterations too.
I can, but I don't know. I usually you give me your measurements and I'll make you whatever based on your measurements. Yeah. Hats. I make hats. People buy it's summertime. So what they call them hats? Bucket hats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make them a bag to match or something.
I need me a Freddie Green hat, bro. I want you to make it live.
Yeah, I can make a Free to Green hat.
Yeah, I want to have that thing live, goddamn, so they can see it.
I have an embroidery machine. We can embroider whatever you want on it, or I have a vinyl cutter if you want it in vinyl.
So wait. You do the embroidery in as a service too for other people that doing their clothing brand?
Yeah, if they want it.
Yo, that's so. If I send you like a cutout image, you could literally make the embroidery of that shit.
Yeah.
That's
what kind of format it need to be in? If
well, so I have a brother embroidery machine, so it had to be in PES for me. But if I'm the digitizer, then I'll know. You know, I'll create the format.
When you said P, you mean like Photoshop file?
Yeah, they got so formats. Yeah, everything you do with machines have different extensions, like formats.
Okay.
So like a JPEG, right? A PNG, those are. But for my vinyl cutter, that's gonna be a SVG, and for my brother embroidery machine, it's gonna be PS. But if it's different brand names, their extensions are different. So yeah.
So if I send you a PNG, can you convert it to that to whichever file it need to?
Yeah.
Or if I send you the image, you'll convert it yourself.
Well, so I would have to digitize it, and yeah, so I would create the file, and then yeah.
Because I could send it with a background.
That's a lot.
I could send it with a background cut out already, like the PNG. You know, the PNG files don't got the background and
Don't
shit.
have the background. Yes.
Okay.
And plus you can have each layer separated, right? Is that good for you to have each layer separated?
Well, that would be better. Like if the layers are separated, then that makes it easier for me to digitize. But it don't have to be, right? I would end up separating it myself.
Okay. Because that shit's...
Yeah, I have an embroidery program, and that shit literally costs over $1,000. I think the whole entire thing ended up being like $3,500.
Yeah.
Okay. These programs are expensive, especially for and embroidery is very expensive, by the way.
Yeah,
it is.
That's why we asking about that shit.
Yeah, it is.
Because one little design can be like 10,000, stitches. That's a small design. We talk about a big design that could easily be 100 and something stitches. Yeah.
Damn.
So that means the embroidery thread and everything is expensive. So that's why I understand homemade costs more, because y'all right, you can't buy in bulk, but the things that you can't buy in bulk is not like the shirts and stuff, because I can always buy shirts in bulk, right? And really at $1 or less. So I can buy 1,000 shirts off of Alibaba, right? But when it comes to the other things that I need to make an item. Now, if you design everything and you just give it to me to just embroider, that's easy. That's going to be cheaper. But if I have to do the digitizing, it could take me hours, if not days, to digitize one little thing.
So it's something that you got to manually do, or you just like hit a button and it just does the shit?
No, I got to manually do it.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, there is another program that will do it. So it depends on how complicated the image is, though. Right? You got to remember they got designs with backgrounds and stars, and and then those things are more complicated. But if it's just basic something, then I do have a software and I think I showed people this one software where either separate the colors and do the digitizer for me. But I always still got to go in and clean it up and fix it, And I taught myself this shit, y'all, through YouTube University.
Okay.
YouTube University taught me how to digitize, to make the t-shirts, right? I have a Cricut. I'm also thinking about getting what they call it, a laser color. But I deal mostly with textiles, like fabrics and things. So that's what I deal mostly with. I don't need a laser cutter for that.
Bon, when the last time you made a quilt?
Or I don't make quotes.
Nah.
No, but I quoted some shit. So there's the process of quoting, and then there's making quotes.
Okay.
So I don't I don't make quotes. Can I make quotes? Yeah. You know how much that'll cost, though? Baby, you can't get nobody make no quote for less than like $1,000.
God damn.
Oh yeah. If you're talking about a quote that'll fit your bed. Now if you're talking about a small little quote for a baby, then that's usually not a quilt, but that's quilting.
Right.
Like a quilt, when I'm making a quilt, they take small little pieces of fabric and sew them together and make all these shapes. That can take a year to make, depending on how big it is. I don't have the patience to be working on one product for no year.
I know that's right.
I can make you a suit, a wedding gown. Like I can do all that in like a week, depending on how detailed it is. But
Damn, I did want to do some stuff talking about the black conservative, but I guess we'll talk about that shit tomorrow because I don't even got the energy to go there.
Yeah, I saw you today drink. I was like, damn, how you taking it?
Yeah, man, I was out here doing some fixing up over on my end too. I was multitasking. I was streaming, but I had to I had to do a lot of shit, man. It was a long ass day. I need to get me some sleep. You know what I'm saying? Go and lay next to my chick and shit. You know what I mean?
you can hear mine in the background snoring, right?
Shit. You're gonna put that man on blast, man. Come on, man.
Everybody can hear him all the time, okay? He snores, okay?
That means he ate some good food. You know what I'm saying? He knocked out.
Yeah, Bono made some
Mine just snoring too. Listen to it.
Listen to it.
That's that
low
rose.
battery.
That rose she got over there. Yeah, nothing wrong with it, girl. Hubby bought me a rose too, girl. Okay, it's a little too powerful.
Bomb, you got a rose too there.
Wait, what?
La.
Nothing wrong with adding to the relationship.
Rosed up.
Nah, ain't nothing wrong with that, Bon. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And shout out to Anton for becoming a new motherfucking member. Appreciate you. Y'all got anything before we get on up out of here? I'm probably about to send y'all the drip.
I just want to say thank you for having me, Witch Doctor. And one day we need to either have a conversation more about the tree, the agriculture thing. I like that. And either you could come to my channel or I'll come over here.
Oh, I'll pull up. I never pull up on your panel, so I definitely gotta pull up when you live next time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, whatever. You asked me a question about did I talk about that young man? My streams be very long, so we talk about all kinds of things. So
I know.
Right. It may not be the title, but it'd be in there. And my sister, DJ, is it DJ Genesis?
DJ Genesis.
Yeah, you mentioned that we're going to do a show about creating own products. Whenever you want to do that, let me know.
Hey, listen, hit me up on IG because, I be doing stuff about that conscious stuff, and I really be into that. So, yes.
Okay. And I definitely would like to help you with your garden. You got a nice yard over there, girl. Let's grow some shit. I'll help.
Y'all wrong for making fun of my little weeds and stuff I tried to grow.
Girl, that weed didn't just pop up out of nowhere. Okay, that's something. and to my brother, Free the Green, I see you over there into it already, baby. You done grew from seed. Seedlings. That's the term I was looking for last time. I see your seedlings growing. What you got them on the grow lights or they outside?
Outside. I got a patio. I keep them in the patio, but in the daytime I put them in the sun, then I bring them back in.
Yeah.
But I'm about to put them in the pot because they don't got big. So
yeah, they getting. See, that's why I didn't grow mine earlier. Because one year I had all these big ass seedlings in my living room on the grow lights. Okay, and I didn't want to do that again this year. But I'm definitely about to start doing everything. I've been showing people how to germinate from in a plastic bag or in a cotton ball. And
That's what we learned in high school.
yeah, see, I didn't learn that in high school, man. Y'all, you had some education, okay? I'm just learning from YouTube.
You put in a cup with some cotton, but it sometimes it smells stink though. You know what I'm saying? Depends on what you're growing. But you put in a cotton, you give it some water, it starts sprouting out way faster than if you put it in some soil. I think because it gotta push through the soil. I'm not sure why. Because I learned it in school. I'm pretty sure if I look it up on YouTube, I'll get way more information than when I learned it in school.
It's the greenhouse effect. So when you put it in the cotton and give it a little water, it keeps the water, and then I put it a top over it. So it's almost like it's in a greenhouse, but it's in this little bowl. And so it sprouts real fast, like a couple of days. Things that might take weeks is taking a week. Okay. And to my brother, Mr. 77, it's always nice talking to you. You used to have another name because I'm not used to the Mr. 77.
Smitty Corner.
That's the name. Okay. There you go. I knew it. I kept trying to think what his other name is. But I had a great time with y'all tonight. And I want you to know, Dr. Witch Doctor, that pussy, that video, I didn't even know this was your channel because you changed the name.
It was this because I got another channel that's DJ Witch Doctor that's just music on it, but this is the channel that I podcast from.
Oh, okay. Because I knew I was subscribed to you, right? And then, but I didn't get the notification. And then people sent me the link to the song, and I was like, "Wait a minute, I'm subscribed to him." Remember, I was on your. I think I was on your panel once before, early on.
No, I think we was on a panel together, but I don't think it was my panel.
Oh, maybe that's what it could have been. I thought it was you and another man. It was you and the guy, right?
It is I think it was me, Giz. It used to be me, Giz, Nino, and that was a long time ago though. I can't remember who panel was on, but I've been on a panel with you before, but it wasn't this panel.
Oh, okay. Because when I was confused, I was like, wait, I'm not subscribed. I thought I was subscribed to him. But now I am. I see you every night. Me and hubby be looking at you, laughing our ass off. Okay, even if I'm not in chat, on my TV. Y'all be funny and crazy and having fun. So I do thank you for having me. Okay.
Definitely.
And
Hey, Cherry, put your email in the back.
It's just Bomb Cherry Live.
Bomb Cherry Live. No G.
At Gmail.
At Gmail, yeah. Bomb Cherry Live. All right. And my phone number. Let me put that also. 424 8121. Yeah, something like that. Did I put that in right?
Somebody's snoring. Oh, that's
not me.
That man's sleep, man.
It almost sound like my Rose a little bit. I said, hold on.
Girl,
your Rose be snoring. That is crazy. That means
like his tonsils, girl. You was in trouble over there.
If your Rose snoring, it means you bored. Your Rose is bored of you, DJ Genesis. Yeah, damn, that's crazy. I never heard somebody say their sex toy was snoring on them. That is insane to me. We're gonna have to clip this. We're gonna clip this.
That rose is a little dangerous, right? Because it got a little hole at the rose part. I guess.
Yeah, just destroy the whole.
And then it just goes zzz, on low. I was like, oh no, I can't handle this. I can't handle that rose. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my bullet, girl. I got a silver bullet, double bullet. Yeah.
The bullets.
The bullets.
Yeah. Hey, y'all. Parental discretion is advised. You know what I'm saying? Just know that the Lord is watching. You know what I'm saying? Just know.
It is the Lord's Day. Oh, by the way, happy Easter to everybody. And happy what is it called? 420?
420.
Happy 420 to the rest of you.
Happy 420 bite to you, Bomb Cherry.
Okay.
Happy 420. Anybody else? Any other final words before we get on up out of here? I'm about to run some music and send y'all to Drip Nation. You know what I'm saying? You know it is with Drip. We beefing one day, we not beefing the other day. But we all black trying to make it in these YouTube street and escape the motherfucking corporate world, right? Let me just play some music and let's head out there. DJ Genesis, you got anything you want to say, promote before we dip?
You know what? I would just say like, please go check out some of the stuff I've been doing. I got like, if y'all into like the conscious stuff, if you want to hear like some interesting like conscious community stuff, 607 Unk is over there. It just went viral on TikTok. I'm so mad because they like took all the clips on TikTok and put it all over TikTok. But yeah, please go check him out. And then we have tomorrow I'm about to go over there and do some more content with him, and it's gonna be very cool. We put together. So please go check out my stuff and check out the page.
Can you put the link in the back for me?
Sure.
What about you, Frida Green? And I think Smitty went to sleep. And shout out to everybody watching from Smitty's side, watching from DJ Genesis side. Let me see who else is simulcast, and I think that's everybody. You know what I mean? And we about to get on up out of here. Y'all could still parlay in the back if you want, but I'm about to run some music and end this motherfucking stream. We're gonna leave y'all with some OJ the Juice Man. There we go.
Young Jew man, goddamn it on the shit. Booming off the chain, working with 50 bricks. 1,000-pound bale, trying to make a mega grill. Posted on the grass with that 4-5 on my head.